Let's just, I'm just going to shimmy this a little bit this way.
What's up, everyone? Welcome back. We are live with day 2 of the Portal GT, now in the semi-finals. And we have a player returning to the stream from the quarterfinals. Mike DeAngelis over here, bottom left-hand corner, setting up right now with his Eldar. We did see him play a very impressive game against Josh Gajda yesterday evening, where he was able to leverage a late game game plan to be able to close out the game with a relatively high score. Super interesting game, and I think even on what was potentially unfavorable terrain for the Eldar, shows the power of the faction when you play them with a very cagey game plan in mind. Keep the majority of your assets alive, but we are on a very different style of mission this time around. We do have Tactical Tours community member Luke McCarthy, top right-hand corner, playing Tyranids, a similar Tyranid list to the one that Josh Gajda took yesterday. And we'll see if Mike can repeat his success against the current metagame menace, those being these buggy boys over here. I did put a prediction up, chat. If anybody wants to drop some channel points. Looks like we got a couple channel points on Tyranid so far. Nobody for Eldari. Eldari just won last night, chat. They already won this matchup once. Can they do it again? I think they could. I think it's possible. So the players did begin deployment, and then we're reminded that the objectives do move in this mission because we are on secure missing artifacts today. So 5 objectives across the table. Each player gets the opportunity to move 1 on each side, and it looks like we have a relatively symmetrical movement here. Both players pushing the topmost objective on their opponent's side towards the middle to make it more difficult to hold. There is a potential for these objectives to get pulled behind the ruin so that they can be held from out of line of sight. But as it stands, it's going to be very difficult to do that. And it looks like both of the players' home objectives pushed backwards a little bit to make that line of sight blocking on the objective a little bit easier. Really interesting game dynamic, but typically we do see these sort of mirrored terrain movements on secure missing artifacts. Can you talk about the players' lists real quick here as they are getting set up? Exclamation point lists in chat. We'll get you a copy of the lists. We did have, I do want to mention that we do have a Tau player on the other undefeated table, which we were hoping to stream, but unfortunately his opponent refused to play on the stream. So we did not get the cool Tau player. It is I think it's triple hammerhead, which is kind of sick. So I was pretty excited to watch that game go down. Unfortunately, we'll just have to root for Tau, the one odd man out from the Tyranid and Eldari dominated top 4 that we have for the event today. Although I don't think we can be too surprised about the number of Tyranids and Eldari at the top of the event, those being very super strong factions currently. Anyway, we can run through Matt DeAngelis' list very quickly here. We already talked about it yesterday, and we saw it in action. It is a pretty interesting build out of Hail of Doom, Masterful Shots, Craft Worlds, which is the wombo combo of sub-faction abilities that we've seen most often at the top level of the competitive Eldari list building. We've seen a little bit of Ulthway when the Codex came out, but I think players recognizing that Hail of Doom is much more powerful than even getting a full standard craft world worth of abilities. But I think if there is a prospective nerf to either the Hail of Doom sub-faction ability or the units that take advantage of it, then there may be a migration back to the Ulthway craft world for Eldari players. I want to point out Luke's Winged Hive Tyrant here has a Reaper of Obliterax, which he has modeled up with an enormous, super cool, enormous scythe on that guy. On the Hive Tyrant right here, you can kind of see it right there. It's pretty sweet. You have a very nice color scheme on Luke's Tyranids, nice purple, green, and beige. Looking pretty good. Kind of a quick and dirty paint job. But I did post a picture on Twitter of Mike DeAngelis' Eldar. They are absolutely gorgeous. You can see, especially on this like Viper down here, gorgeous airbrush work done. Gem work on all of the little spirit stones and stuff, looking good as well. Some really nice looking armies on stream today. Anyway, let's talk about what's actually in the list. All of the models that have been painted up so nicely. We have a Outrider detachment that's bringing Behareth and a Farseer on foot. 2 units of Howling Banshees, one with the Crone Scream plus Nerve Shredding Shriek Wombo combo to do D3 plus 2 mortal wounds on the charge. Another unit of Howling Banshees with Mirror Swords and Piercing Strikes on their Exarch, so 10 2-damage attacks that we saw ripping through Tyranid warriors yesterday. We also have 1 unit of Shining Spears with the Heart Strike Paragon Saber combo, giving the Spear Exarch full rerolls to hit and wound, then those converting into mortal wounds in addition to normal damage on wound rolls of 5+. So with those full rerolls, we get a pretty good chance to get 2 or 3 additional mortal wounds out of that Shining Spear Exarch. 1 unit of Swooping Hawks, 9 Swooping Hawks in total, with the Phoenix Plume to keep them a little bit more difficult to kill. 2 individual Vipers with Shuriken Cannons, in addition to their underslung Shuriken Catapults. 1 unit of 9 Wind Riders with 9 Shuriken Cannons bikes in that squad. The absolute powerhouse of the list so far, as we saw it kill what probably ended up being close to 700 points of Josh Gajda's army yesterday. It killed two Harpies, some Pyrovore unit, I believe a Zoanthrope unit, and potentially a Hive Tyrant. It was a lot of death. Once those stratagems and psychic powers get stacked up on those Wind Riders, they go absolutely ham. We also have a Wave Serpent, getting placed down. That usually carries around the Howling Banshees to give them an additional 3-inch pump of threat range if you need it, but you can also use it to ferry around Dire Avengers and other units. We have a second detachment, a patrol detachment, coming out of the same craft world that's bringing a Seer Council with 3 Warlock Skyrunners. I think an interesting inclusion that we don't typically see that often. That's alongside a Farseer Skyrunner with the Kurno's Bow, Mark of the Incomparable Hunter combo to deal on automatic 2 mortal wounds, full stop, on a roll of a 6 to hit or wound because of the conjunction with the Hail of Doom subfaction ability. 1 unit of Rangers with a Wire Weave Net, 2 units of Dire Avengers, 1 of 10, 1 of 6 with Stand Firm to give them objective secured, and 2 individual War Walkers. Moving over to Luke McCarthy's Leviathan Tyranids list. This is a double patrol variant. Interestingly, we did see in the top 8 yesterday, we saw 3 almost identical varieties of Tyranids, all in this High Fleet Leviathan double patrol configuration, which we don't often see. Well, not that we don't often see Leviathan patrols, because those are relatively common, but I was surprised to see no other Tyranid subfactions being represented, because there has been a push towards taking other things now that a lot of the units in this particular list have been reduced in power slightly. This is bringing a unit of Tyrant Guard, 1 unit of Zoanthropes, a Neurothrope with the Resonance Barb to give an additional +1 to cast, as well as Direct Guidance. Excuse me, I was going to say Dark Guidance. That's not what we're looking for. Direct Guidance to give a core unit +1 to hit. A Winged Hive Tyrant with the Reaper of Obliterax and Adaptive Biology. 1 big unit of 9 Tyranid Warriors with Adrenal Glands to give them +1 movement and +1 strength. 3 Venom Cannons in that unit, the rest with Death Spitters and Bone Swords. The Death Leaper with Alien Cunning to give her objective secured, counting as 5 models. A Maliceptor, 2 individual Carnifexes with Heavy Venom Cannons and Enhanced Senses for +1 to hit. 2 Harpies, 1 with Dermic Symbiosis, 1 with Synaptic Enhancement to give it a permanent transhuman because of the Leviathan subfaction ability, alongside the ability to project those Synaptic Imperatives, which ends up being very important sometimes, especially since the Harpies tend to leave the main Synapse web pretty quickly. We also have a second patrol detachment, this one also out of High Fleet Leviathan, with a Foot Hive Tyrant, this guy bringing the Mock Claws of Thyrax. So an additional +1 attack and extra attacks every time he kills a unit in melee. Pretty interesting to see that on the Foot Hive Tyrant instead of the Winged Hive Tyrant, because the Winged Hive Tyrant makes a little bit better use of it. But it is still nice to have a melee bump on that guy. He is bringing a heavy venom cannon, but no upgrade on the heavy venom cannon. It is not a relic heavy venom cannon. It's just a standard gun. We also have a unit of Tyranid warriors in that detachment with Devourers, interestingly. So the 5-shot weapon variety, but shorter range and less strength than AP. Pretty good against Eldari, though, to be fair. Although I think the extra range would be very nice. Send it back to the players' mics here, and it looks like we are finishing up our deployment. Death Leaper going in the center there. She can't be attacked as long as she's in cover and more than 12 inches away from enemies, so she's actually very safe, even being placed relatively far forward.
And it is back to you, sir.
I got I'll give you the honor. When they meet territories,
I love the mirage of those bikes. I'm just looking at them and I'm like, they're not there. They're not there. They might be, but they're not there.
Yeah, I don't really have a way to
Yeah, I mean, like, that's all you can do, right?
fight them that well.
All right. And the alcove that we've established for the one place that terrain is sort of existent here, the warriors will occupy. Just gonna, shimmy him like that. Oopsie. Don't worry, he would never.
What's that?
They would never. Don't worry.
They would never what?
You know, just run forward screaming at you.
I mean,
You don't-
that's
you don't have
kind
to
of
measure
their
any
it's
of
kind
that.
of their shtick.
You don't have to measure any of that stuff. It's fine. Actually, hold on. I want to kill the not venom cannons first. So I don't want the venom cannons sitting on the edge of the squad, because then I would be killing venom cannons first.
It looks like 1,000 points going to put on Eldari here today. Prediction's about to run out, Chad. Anybody else who wants to put
So yeah,
throw
I
down
want to
some
shimmy a
channel
little bit more
points
this
on their
way,
favorite,
but like, I don't love
favorite
you being able to
contestant
come
in
that
this
way. I think I
game?
want to force you this
Last
way if you want to
chance.
shoot them. Or when you shoot them, I should say.
Who are you rooting for today? I think this matchup has been pretty interesting being played out so far because it tends to be extremely close between the two players. I really don't think that there is one faction that's particularly dominant in the matchup, and it comes a lot down to the players' decisions over the course of the game, as well as the mission being played and the secondary objectives that they have available to them. Speaking of secondary objectives, we can talk about the secondaries that we have real quick. Mike DeAngelis here playing Stranglehold, Bring It Down, and To the Last. Bring It Down, a little bit of an interesting pick. Not too many points available for it. I think we could get 14, actually, right? There's 2 Hive Tyrants, 2 Harpies. That gives up 8. 2 Carnifexes for 10. And then an extra 3 for the Maliceptor. So 13 potentially, but only a few table to Tyranid army, which, especially since those Hive Tyrants do have Tyrant Guard support, so they can be protected by interbeating units, they are going to be very difficult to kill until the end of the game. So I think Mike kind of low-key hoping that he can table his opponent here, which I think is a little bit of a tough sell. We also have over here on Luke McCarthy's side of the table Stranglehold, Grind Them Down, raise the banners high. I'm not sure about this Grind Them Down pick, chat. I think Grind Them Down pick is the Eldar player's secret trap card. They take a lot of individual units and try to force you into taking Grind Them Down.
Wait, we still roll first, don't we?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were already rolling.
No, I'm just
All good.
seeing what I got here. You going first?
Good luck, sir.
Thank
Tyranids
you.
are up
All right,
first.
so fate dice, please.
Okay, I am gonna Phantasm also.
Yep, that's what I'm waiting for. Oh, this is the turn your bow guy wants to go off, but he doesn't. I don't know if he loves it.
All right. So I got Psychic Power, 2 hits, and a save.
Okay. And your phantasm takes you down to how much CP?
From 6 to 4.
Do you mind if I just keep this here, just for visibility?
It's fine.
For my CP? Thanks. It's half for me and half for you. Obviously, I'll scooch it if you want to go somewhere. So he's redeployed to there. Yep. Okay.
Actually, do I want to spend the CPs?
Don't know. You are allowed
Actually
to
not.
not.
Well, because I'm going to give you a charge, you'll be on the center objective anyway. I'd rather.
I
you
mean, I have a
make the
1-inch advance
roll.
to get there, so I am there. But
Yeah.
yeah, it's about whether.
But
you
I just don't want to
get-
give you a free thing to kill.
Of course, that's fair.
It's not worth the 2 CPs.
I think so. Okay, so he's hanging where he was.
He's hanging right where he was, yep.
Okay, so no Phantasm, so that's fine. And you already told me your Fate dice, so it's back over to me.
Yep.
All right, so it'll shock you to learn that I like having an invuln for my army on what hopefully is the turn that I need it the most. So that's that.
Okay.
Other command phase stuff, I gain a CP. I'm up to 7.
So it looks like
What's
we
the alt
are
primary in this again? I forget.
using
Hold your own
the
Oh, no, it's not.
Zoanthrope Imperative.
The one that we designated
Tertiary objective
as-
should be to hold the objective chosen for you by your opponent at the start of the game.
So, like, there's no way you're making me hold that one. You're gonna make me
My
hold that one.
microphone's a little quiet here, chat.
There's
Let's
no
see
way
if I
I'm
can fix
making you
that.
hold that one. I'm gonna make you hold that one.
All right, hopefully that's much better.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure I was clear on that.
Yeah.
Okay. So you do
Okay.
You have to hold this one then.
So there comes the Phantasm. Looks like pulling those Warwalkers back out of threat range. You could use the Warwalkers to potentially deny a Banner's action on the center objective. We do have the ability to advance and perform actions with the Death Leaper. So we could see Death Leaper potentially advance to the edge of the objective there and place a Banner down. But with Will of Asuryani and being able to trade Howling Banshees into that middle objective, I think we may just see Mike be able to actually pull that Banner down early, which would be make that a little bit too aggressive. And I don't think that he really wants to trade assets for blocking what potentially could be a mistake on his opponent's part anyway.
So command phase stuff. I'm gonna put got the rerolls to hit, +1 to hit, rerolls to hit, and better casting. Where's your closest psyker? Back
Here?
there.
Yeah, they're
So
all
I
basically
could
right here.
run up and ask Baby B a question at 24 theoretically. I don't know if I necessarily want to, but I have the option to do so.
Yeah, but you don't have interrogate.
You raise a valid point about me not having that secondary, sir. Grind,
So if you want to
grind,
go for
banner,
it.
grind, banners, and strangle. Hush, hush. Yeah, no, I'm just gonna ask you a question just for flex. I
Yeah.
don't need a psychic power. Sorry.
It's all right.
I'm very used to thinking about that one. Okay, so
I do it often too, just not against Tyranids.
no, well, you know what I like is exactly what you do. Sometimes people do that where they put like a Phoenix Lord closer than their Psychers.
Yeah.
Or I can just brute force a 3d6 through. That's what I was thinking about. Because you don't get your fate dice on denies.
Sure.
What are your fate dice again? I forgot.
1 psychic power, 2 hits, and a save.
All right, where's your bow guy?
What is what?
Where's your bow guy? The
Oh,
guy who
he's-
does a million mortals.
way over
So he
here.
moves 16, shoots 18.
He moved 22.
Oh, and he can still shoot?
Yes.
Oh, because it's a pistol.
Because it's a
So
pistol and
22.
battle focus affects
Real far.
pistols.
Okay. That's real good. And your quicken
If I
dude-
did that, I
where
couldn't
are your
battle
quicken
focus
dudes?
afterwards. They're the bikes back here.
The 3-man bike back there?
Yep.
And they have 3 wounds each,
Yes.
4 up invul,
Yes.
and you have a whole save fate dice. I really do want to kill them, but I think shooting at your actual bikes is nice too. I don't think I'm bombing anything you have except for probably that guy, but I don't think I can move the full 40. No.
Yeah, I really appreciate this discussion about target priority from the players. I do think that one mistake, were I to criticize last game, I do think the one mistake that Josh might have made would have been not targeting those Wind Riders early because of how much damage that unit ended up doing over the course of the game. So if we see both of these Harpies come in and try to sink those attacks into the Wind Riders right now, obviously we're going to see probably a lightning fast reactions to try to save them. But if we can kill maybe half that unit, it really reduces the amount of counterpunch the Eldar army can bring to bear.
Because he can advance and do actions. And then just have a Maleceptor and a Carnifex generally close by to make you deal with them when you want to deal with Harpies. And have OBSEC on the center point, making it harder for you to strangle. These sound like good things. I think you can still take the sides, but whatever. Okay, so I think that's the plan, which means my better casting is just going to go on the Maleceptor so that maybe we can just pump him through a line of sight. with my good old-fashioned abilities to do things. So he'll take that. And the rerolls and the +1. I don't think the Warriors have a charge target, but maybe with a spicy advance they could shoot something. Possibly. So I think I'm going to put that on them. +1 to hit rerolls, hit of 1 on the Warriors. And this random Carnifex, I guess we'll try and line up some shots with rerolls of 1 to hit. Yeah, that feels right. Oh wait, but he wants to advance to get to that objective. Oh no, but I'm there and they're 2-up rerollable. Yeah, he'll do that. He'll take that. So that is command phase. So I start moving. So I think he floats there and then has a free shot on either your bikes or your whatchamacallits, your dudes. This is my deployment zone that I no longer need. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Let's do the thing that I'll reroll if I don't get the advance on the Warriors.
Okay.
Big money.
Nice. Should be good.
I sure hope so. So we did clarify that we can contest from the backside, right?
Yes.
Okay. So they're here. They're not going to banner, obviously. But it'll be just generally hard to see. Like so. So at least we're strangling there.
Well, you got to take the center first.
Well, sure. I have to roll. I think it was a 2 on him as well. So
Not a 1.
let's try it. It's
Oh.
a 2, yeah. 10 inches. Now I am. Can you put that over your model? I'm out of 22, so I won't be able to do mortals to him. For
Excellent.
free.
I like
Yeah,
that.
I don't, but you know, these are the things we do. So he just floats right up there. He strangles. Mr. Carney Defects is actually lining up some shots on your Venom, or whatever that thing is, Viper. I am not within 6 of the terrain piece.
So I have to shoot through it.
It looks like it. Yeah, I don't have a line through there, so I'll be there. I'll be -1 to hit.
Yep.
But what I will do is I'm just going to generally clog up, get close, because I can't touch it, because I have 8 to it, but I don't have 6. So I'm just going to make it really hard for you to see him
Okay.
and shoot him if he's not there, you know? I'm going to advance the Warriors first and see what they get to do before I decide what I do with Death Leaper. So 7 plus a big old 3 is 10. So the Warriors get to move 10.
He only counts as 1 model on the center
He
objective,
does,
right?
yeah. You put, that's what I'm debating. If the Warriors get far enough, I might try and put Death Leaper there, but probably not. Because you could probably just shoot him. Because like I would have to nudge him like right there,
Yeah.
or maybe right there.
Is he?
Although he doesn't fit halfway through the wall, so no. Death Leaper's
yeah.
probably not going to be on the objective right now, but that's fine. Oh, and I did have to clarify already, I didn't intend to switch my hyper-adaptive trait, which is a reroll of 1 dice every time I shoot or fight, just to hit.
Sure.
I could have taken heroic.
Each
but,
unit, right?
Yeah, each unit specifically. So anyway, 10 inches.
It's such a good
Can they
adaptive
advance
trait
and shoot
for
their guns?
High Fleet
It
Leviathan.
is -1
Just
again,
get
but when I
good
got
old
the
Master
stuff,
Artisans, which is especially on lists like this that are maximizing these heavy Venom Cannon shots. Such a good ability. Makes those Carnifexes much more effective.
Through the forest, though.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. So you'll get
So
the
that's why-
-1 anyway.
Yeah.
So I'm just thinking for lightning fast.
Yeah, for lightning
reasons.
fast. Now the other thing is to get there, I have to be pretty far forward.
Excuse me.
24 is only to here. I'm not going to get many on him. I do have the Venom Cannons, which have 36, so I should be able to shoot those a little farther back. Because your bike's 2 or 3 wounds. Yeah, so I can Venom Cannon back there at least. So we'll just move 10
So it looks like we
here,
might get a couple Warriors in shot here
10 here,
with their cannons,
10 here.
which is a pretty big deal, especially since we can give them +1 to hit, so and onslaught.
10 here. We'll put an OPSEC dude on the point.
So even through shooting
then
through the
their
dense
buddies are
cover,
just
which
staying
is
behind.
what these large pieces of terrain in the center are representing. These guys here are forests,
I don't
effectively,
think most
so
of them are going
dense
to get on
cover
site.
and difficult.
That's not really my aim here.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm just looking to pull these guys forward. And
Do you want to
shimmy.
throw a shout out to the event organizer of the Portal GT and all of the events down here in Portal in Manchester, Connecticut? Puts an immense amount of effort into the terrain used at these events, and it is gorgeous. For a full GT worth of terrain tables, having them all look like this is pretty nice. And I think the venue can support up to somewhere around 50 or 60 players, although I think they were constrained a little bit today, having to cap at 32 because of some other events going on simultaneously. But overall, really good showing for a GT.
Fly or anything, so you'd have to like actually go around my own models. I think what he
so
wants
I
to
kind
do.
of go around this way to get.
Yeah, I mean he'll just run through the terrain. It was a 4, right? Yeah, I think he'll just wedge himself right back here and just be generally annoying for next turn.
Fair.
So I am currently going to strangle, and it's just what am I doing with the rest of my powers? Oh, he's taking his rerolls with him. And then Harpies. Do I just shove it into your... No. Like bombing that thing is cute and all, but it's not. It's not worth what I would have to do to my Harpies, which is throw them into the trash can to do that.
Come on, please.
Yeah, I know, right? So where do your bikes wind around here? You have some back here?
I have a 3-man bike squad here.
Okay. And those are cannons as well?
No. Those are
Okay, so the
catapults.
big squad is only cannons.
Yes.
So, I mean, they're the ones that I just really want to obliterate, and you really want to lightning fast this turn. So I think that's what I'm going to do. So the line that I need to get to see your bikes without touching the terrain is like...
Oh, look at that glorious green laser
here-ish to see
pointer
most
there,
of them.
chat.
So that's what he'll do. The Harpy will just
That is righteous.
turn a little bit, float, and he'll turn just to be on the table still, because that's what we legally have to do, it turns out. And he's not bombing anyone. And
Looks like
the second
basically
Harpy
going along
will turn,
this
go to
line.
here.
Oh, maybe not quite like
I think
that.
he'll be shooting through the forest.
I think if his base is right here, no, right?
Well,
I can move him differently
Doesn't
if
it have
not.
to go through all?
No, I pick one spot on my base to all of one model in your unit. So we can check. I can move him differently if I need
That
to.
is how that works.
So if we
yeah.
go from the farthest spot,
So from my base is here.
right, you're going through the forest pretty much no matter what.
Okay, so let's get him a little further off. That's fine.
Yeah.
So instead of there, I'll just have him mirror what his buddy did back here, like that.
Yeah, you're good because you can shoot right over that.
Exactly, 100%.
You're good.
And now what's nice is I can see your rangers back there and your idiot back there too. And him is getting seen by, I think, a Harpy, but I don't think I'm shooting at him. I think he just gets to exist. I just like to check my own options. So, rest of the stuff
He's
here.
an aircraft, right? So he can't
Bless you.
hold the objective.
No, God, I wish. You can even banners if I'm on the objective.
Nice.
Back in the
Because, you
day,
know,
back
that's
in
the
my
thing,
day,
so-
Harpies could contest objectives.
What were your 3 again? I'm going to ask like
Stranglehold,
12
bring it down into the last.
Come on, banners, man. Flex, do what I'm doing.
Nah,
Extra second.
banners sucks.
4th second. Yes, against Tyranids especially, could you imagine?
Yeah.
Zone throw-ups, they're advancing. 4 inches. I don't think I'm getting a smite angle to literally anyone. There's no one there anymore, right?
Nope.
So 10. I think they're just going to fully hang behind the terrain, even though this is pretty nice terrain, to be honest.
Okay.
With no holes. I think they're just going to hang back there. The Tyrant Guard, enjoy guarding for the Tyrants. Can you give me the line on, oh, you have your own, yeah. On your Venom
Viper,
there?
the Venom.
Viper, whatever it is, to that terrain piece, yeah. So just touch that terrain right there. So I can definitely see him with that, and I am going over the forest, we clarified. I'm just debating what my Hive Tyrant's going to do here. This guy, honestly, I think for the first time in the history of the world can like actually be like hidden almost. But I think what I'm going to do actually is I'm just going to fly him 3 inches forward, still within range of the Tyrant card, so that I don't care if you can see him or not. He's going to be bodyguarded, and everything else is character protecting him. Oopsie. And your denies, I'm well out of range from, right?
Yeah.
Even the Maliceptor? You might be in range.
Maliceptor, I think,
You might be in range.
might be in.
I'm just curious.
Yeah,
All
Maliceptor.
right, so Maliceptor's in range. That's it. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, I got 6 denies there.
Okay, Mr. Neuro the Throat is going to advance. 6 and 3 is 9. He also flies real fast.
On those tiny little horse
Tiny
legs.
little legs, man, yeah. So he's going to hang there. This guy is not going to advance. It'll shock you to learn. He's just going to waltz to stand on the edge of the objective. Oopsie, as I move the train on myself. Right there, 3 inches from the Tyrant Guard, just to get a cute little shot. And I think the only thing that both of them can shoot is the Venom.
Okay.
Oh wait, no, there's a bite poking out, I think. But we'll see.
This guy?
Yeah, I think so. But regardless, we'll cross that bridge if and when we need to, because I want to kill the Venom first. Actually, no, I don't. I want to kill the bike first. Your Carnifex is good. Is the High 5 Tyrant good? So your bike wing there?
Yeah.
I thought so. I just wanted to
From the
double check.
Carnifex.
From him though is what I want to know. So it's good.
Really love all these lasers getting used. Players looking for the cleanest lines of sight
okay.
possible,
Yeah, his
and
weapons
definitely
sticking out.
Yep. Okay. I just wanted to clarify.
assisted by these
So I
nice
think
clean ruins that we have.
That's that.
Can easily
We have no psychic
determine
actions to
where
do,
they
so,
the footprint
we'll
ends
start with my
for
Neurothrope.
the obscuring
And he
keyword.
really wants to give them Catalyst.
Okay.
It'll shock everyone to learn. Oh wait. Catalyst. Someone else can Hive Nexus.
So it looks
come
like
back
only
here.
potentially
We can
one banner
onslaught.
going
So you can
down.
make- oh, they have the invuln
on
anyway.
the
Sorry, I'm trolling.
Tyranids
I was thinking I was
home
going to give the Warriors the
objective.
invuln, but they have it already. I'm used to
Because we
giving
used
the
a
invuln. All right,
Zoanthrope
so
imperative
Mr.
this turn
Neurothrope
to get an
casting at
invulnerable
+2
save
for
on
his
everyone
resonance
instead
bar
of
is
the
gonna catalyst those
Maliceptor
guys.
imperative, allowing those units to advance and perform actions. So not a ton of point scoring going on this game, but this turn. But we are just going to try to attrition down a couple of the Eldar units, which is really, I think, what Luke needs to be focusing on, so that he doesn't lose too much in the crackback.
That's what we do. I mean, we're not doing anything else with him. We are going to... He's not within 18 of anyone's special, so Neuroparasite doesn't really do anything. I could flex and try and roll a 6 on your guy, but I'm not going to do that. Because he is T5 or no, he's T6. I can't even flex. So we don't really need Paroxysm or the Horror, and we're really out of range to cast those things anyway. Scream, Parasite. I guess I could Hive Nexus to give myself some protection versus mortals. So I'll do... Oh, and I can only put it on core. I guess I'll put it on a Carnifex. Why not? So I'll have... I guess the Maliceptor. I mean, he got the buff hoping he was going to do damage, but he'll try and Hive Nexus to give the Carnifex 5
took his time.
5 up Feel of Pain versus
Where's
mortals.
this coming from?
The Maliceptor. So you can deny it.
Okay.
But I just like rolling on more dice here, I think. So it casts on a 10, so you need an 11 to stop it?
Nope.
Okay. So Hive Nexus. I'm going to put the card on him, because last game I put the Imperative and then forgot to use.
again?
So it gives the Imperative to a core unit.
Okay.
They FAQ'd it. It's a little different than what's on the card. And so the Imperative that I'm giving you, sorry. Is Psychic Augmentation,
Okay.
which is basically just a 5-up Feel of Pain against mortals. It's also +1 cast and +1 deny.
Okay.
But he doesn't do those things.
No.
I
So he's
just
got a
want,
5-up Feel no
in
Pain
case
versus
your dude
mortals.
wants to shoot mortals at him,
Okay.
then he takes a Feel of Pain.
Got it.
Again, I'm not going to put the card because I'm going to forget to use the Imperative later.
I do like that
in my
use
last game.
for
I put Goaded to Slaughter on a Carnifex.
Hive
It died.
Nexus.
I never touched the card again. I'm like, man, exploding 6s in combat. That would have been nice. But anyway, I've shot the breeze enough. I think those are all the Psyker powers. Oh, sorry. I did one of banners here. I didn't state that.
Yeah,
There we go.
I would have assumed so.
Yeah, and I couldn't do it here because everyone else advanced.
Right.
Actually, hold on. I might be able to give them the Imperative to advance and do stuff. Let me check this. I don't know if it's action, though. I can, actually. I'm going to switch that.
So you're going to banners. Didn't
So, yeah, the Imperative that they can get is going to be advance and do stuff.
So this guy's not getting hit high now.
He's not getting that. They're getting Hive Nexus, which is going to be advance and banner.
Okay.
Not that you're not going to take
not
it from me, but I just
sure
want to make
that
it work.
works.
Sure.
So they can still advance and make ranged attacks without the action failing as well. So they'll banner. So I'll put these 2 dice here, 1 for a banner, 1 for a banner, because I'm not going to roll those. And if I get a 3rd banner, cool. I'll figure it out. I need more
Cross that
BFS
bridge.
dice. I need more BFS dice, you know? All right, anyway, so that's
Okay.
movement and psychic and shooting. So we are going to start with the backmost Harpy. We're going to put his trash can shots into these guys.
Okay.
8 shots, strength 5, AP 1, 1 damage. And we're going to put the big shots into... Oh no, these guys are going to go first because they have the worst sight lines. These guys are going to shoot everything at 24 into the spears.
Into the spears,
And venom
okay.
cannons are going to go into your bikes.
Spears are -1 to hit naturally, but you're shooting through the forest anyway, so if that matters.
I don't think I have 24-inch range to the rest, so it doesn't matter. They're my only legal target.
Okay.
So that's cool that they're -1 to hit and shooting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Regarding advancing and raising a banner, you have to raise the banner in the movement phase. If you advance, you can't do it. You cast a psychic power to let them. It'll let you do it.
Oh, so that's still
Not this
okay.
time.
Thank
Okay.
you. Good to know.
So you wanna
back to the
put-
original? Yep. So no banner. Thank you for that.
Is that a CP
What?
to do that?
No, that was just a cast.
Okay.
It was the Hive Nexus power that
So
I
you're
have.
still at 7.
I have not spent any CP, so yes,
Okay.
I'm at 7 at the moment. Okay, so I'm going to shoot the Venom Cannons back there,
Okay.
which currently are hitting on 3s because of the +1 to hit direct guidance buff,
Right.
even through the forest.
So you're -2 +1. So you're hitting.
Not onto your back bikes. The Venom Cannons are going
Oh,
into those
then I am
bikes.
going to lightning fast.
Yep, I knew you were going to. I just wanted to let you know. And everything else is going into the bikes, who I am hitting on the 3s. The spears, sorry, who I'm
Yeah.
hitting on 3s because +1 -1.
So now everything's hitting on 3s, right?
I'm hitting on 4s
Oh,
on your
4s, okay.
on your bikes in the back because -2 to +1.
Okay.
Forest, lightning fast.
Yep.
Oh, these guys are -1 natively, so everything's hitting on 4s.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
That's okay.
Okay, so I will shoot the Venom Cannons first. They are blast, but they're max blast, so because you're a 6+ model, it's
Yeah.
3 shots, so it's just 9 shots.
Okay.
Going into your bikes. So
Ooh,
hitting
man.
on 4s.
Those venom cannons are probably almost
one
the
random
perfect
reroll for
profile
here.
to fire into those
Nope.
bikes. They
And
do
2s to wound.
blast to the maximum number of shots
3
and
saves
wound on
at
2s, and
AP,
almost
I wanna say
entirely
2, maybe
ignore
3.
the
You can roll it, I'll check
Eldar
real fast.
armor.
Well, it
suit.
matters
getting.
because I might use a fate die if I need to.
Okay, let me check. I always think they're AP2, and I'm pretty sure they're AP3. I just don't want to misstate it. They are AP3.
AP3.
So
All right, so I'll
3
roll
saves,
2.
AP3. Okay. 2 damage
Do
each.
not save anyone. I'll use a fate die and only lose. Just lose 2.
Okay. So 2
Still
are
a good
gone.
shot from those
And
warriors.
you
2
said
bikes
2
is a
could
pretty
not
big
shoot
blow
for
to
line of
that
sight,
unit.
so that means I only have 4 more into your bikes, the spears that is. So 1, 2, 3, 4 here. Hitting on 4s. No more. Oh, I reroll 1s natively. I forgot about that. And the 3s go away because we're minus a lot to hit. And these are strength 5.
Interesting we didn't.
So 3s. 2, 4, 6 spears.
Well,
at
I guess
AP2.
yeah. The warrior unit is suffering a dense cover and the -1 to
This would be
hit
5
for
up.
shooting at shining spears.
Yes, sir. 1 damage each.
So through their direct
So
guidance,
I-
they're
I
still
lose
hitting on
1.
4s.
No,
Okay.
it's
Okie dokie.
And a shining spear goes down as well.
All right, let's do
Lot
the
of
fun one over
damage
here.
this
Target
turn.
effects into.
I think this relatively light terrain
I actually do
certainly
think I want to shoot
hampering
your
the
bikes. 'cause
Eldari a
I don't
little
like
bit.
your bikes. I also don't like your Venom, but
Don't
you know,
have
these
too
are
many
problems
places
that
to
we
hide,
have.
especially against aircraft and Tyranid units that move pretty quickly.
For the same reason, I'm not shooting that. It's all -1 to hit. So he's hitting on just 4s.
okay.
3 shots in your bikes. 1 okay.
Wow.
All right.
This is on the bike.
2s. It is AP3, so I think I might slow roll this in case I want to CP.
Okay.
Because it's my only chance to kill them, you know. Is this worth a CP? No, other stuff is, but 1 bike, you're gonna roll it. Do you have any more save dice?
No.
I think killing them is more important. So I'm down to CP. You gotta pass at least 1 6-up or they die.
I do not.
Sweet. That's helpful for grind. And Mr. Hive the Tyrant is going to shoot the other guy that we have line of sight to. Back there. Actually,
That was
That's
the
the Venom?
3-man win
Yeah,
red
Viper?
unit
check
getting
range.
removed.
I didn't actually think about that.
That's pretty
I think I might be
impactful.
out.
What a shot.
Just kidding. 35 and a half.
Ooh,
Doing
very close.
This is so 5th edition.
doing
They'll be-
a
they'll
little
have
bit of
played in.
disgusting
I'm
damage
hitting
from
on
this
3s
Tyranid
because
army
he's a
right
Hive
now.
Tyrant. Hits on 2s normally. So 1 random reroll because he's Leviathan. And T5, so 2s. Okay. Oh, sorry, 3s rather. Strength 9.
What's the AP?
AP, take your invuln.
There's no invul.
AP 3.
How much damage?
4? He doesn't explode, does he? No. Not on a 2. Okay.
And there goes a Viper as
Carney
well.
Defects
Wow.
has the line
This
to
might
your
be the-
spears and your bikes.
The strongest
I would rather shoot
grind
your bikes
play I've ever
because
seen
although your
from
spears
an
terrify
army
me,
against an Eldar army
your
like
bikes
this.
somehow terrify me more. So he is rerolling ones to hit natively, and everything is lightning fast or a shining spear, so we just hit on 4s. So Carney Defects, downrange into your bikes. Let me just make sure I can't do anything stupid to my Harpies.
I wonder
in
if there
terms of
was
range.
a safer position that some of
How many
these
bikes
units
are in
could
range
have
right now?
held behind
So
this
you're saying I
rune
can't
here.
kill 4 with 3 shots?
Since
Got it.
This line of
shooting the
sight
Carney Defects
blocker
first.
is much more effective
He'll
than
try. One
this
random
one,
reroll.
which has a
That misses.
very
Those hit.
light
2s
shadow
on the
zone.
bikes. 2.
AP3?
Yes, sir. So 6s.
1
Okay,
dies.
That's 1. All right, I definitely didn't kill 4 with 3 shots. All right, so the Harpies. We'll go the one that's farther back. All the
Now
Venoms
we get to
into
fire the
all your bikes. All the trash cans into all the Rangers. We'll do the Venoms into the bikes first. So 6 shots.
Just call the
Force,
spine launcher
it'd
a
be lightning.
trash cannon.
1 random reroll, because, oopsie, we're Leviathan.
Adorable, I love it.
That's a big old one. And into the bikes 2s again from the Venoms. Nope, only 2. 6s. Nope, 2 die. And trash cans into the dudes.
Go get them, trash cannons.
Hitting on 3s, right?
Does that mean they're
Or
a gun that's not very good,
Rangers.
or they are a gun that
And
shoots
turn 5,
garbage?
AP1, wounding on 3s. So you get 4 saves, AP1, 1
Alright, so
damage.
6 ups.
Okay.
None. Lose
Okay.
4.
And that was the back guy. The front guy does still have range to your bikes. How many bikes are left in your big squad?
4.
And you have 3 in your other Warlock squad?
Yes.
That'd be a pretty big flex to just down them. I could stop a cast if I kill 1, right?
Yes.
Although, do I have range? Can you give me to your psychers? I do have range. And there's 4 bikes left, you said?
Yes.
As nice as it would be to kill them, I've killed what? That'll go in a second when I shoot the trash cans here. I've killed 2, 3. I don't think I need to kill the bikes right now, and they're taking a morale check in a second, which you'll probably spend CP, but I think I care less about your casts than about your bajillion shots that are going to kill my Harpies. So I'm going to put both Venom Cannons into your bikes and trash cans into him just to finish him off.
Okay.
So we'll do the Venom Cannons
Thanks
into
for
the
the
bikes.
follows,
hitting
everyone.
on
Really
4s,
appreciate everyone who's
1 random reroll.
spent the time to hang out with us this weekend.
And 2s. 4.
I appreciate
6
how
bikes.
vocal Luke is with his game actions.
Alright,
Not,
save
not a
one.
lot for me to talk about
And the
right
trash
now.
cans.
Except
into
how much
your
damage
random dude here,
this
hitting
Eldar
on
army is
3s.
receiving.
Nope, just kidding. That was a lie.
I think
And wounding on
a
3s.
top
One
2
save.
placement may be slipping
He's a
one
live.
save on the
He's
Ranger.
a liver. I rolled so bad.
Mike DeAngelis right now.
I saw
the
that. I
amount
knew
of
he was
damage
gonna
is already
live. I knew
sustaining
it.
right now.
Dice games. All right. Well, that was a turn.
Wow.
You have a. I have a stranglehold sitting here. You have a morale check
I
to
spent the
take
2 here.
on just the 1 bike, really.
Yeah.
Interesting.
To the last.
Oh well, I think he's in some trouble, but I get you. Yeah, you want it. It's worth maybe. It's worth the maybe. All right, and so for grind purposes, I've killed. Was it 3 or 4? 1, 2, 3. Just 3.
1, 2, 3.
Okay.
I'm wondering if I just take the chance.
On a 1, I don't know. It's up to you.
At 2 CPs is a lot.
For 1 bike and the chance that he's probably going to die anyway.
Yep.
Nah, he's gone. I think that's the right play because like something's going to auxiliary do something to him probably over the next 4 turns.
Yeah, so you killed 3 for grind?
No, 4 now because he died to morale.
Yeah.
Okay, it's to you, sir. Yeah, sorry, man. That was a good turn. Yikes.
Yeah, that was brutal.
Okay.
Absolutely brutal.
Yeah.
So, in the final arithmetic, I guess,
I do
we
have
ended up
just
getting
2 more.
rid of we killed a 3-man of Wind Riders, 1 Viper, a Ranger squad, the 9-man of Wind Riders, so 12 total Wind Riders, and a Shining Spear. and the Viper and the Rangers. Absolutely disgusting amount of damage. And unfortunately, really nothing you can do about it besides be out of line of sight. And with those aircraft on the table, there's not really much that Michael could have done, I think, to keep his models safe. I think maybe use this placement here a little bit more aggressively, but obviously with the back and forth deployment system, it's hard to tell whether or not your opponent can counter deploy you, especially with that big 9-man warrior squad. If it's not yet down on the table and you place something relatively aggressively in this area, if that warrior squad deploys on the line and pushes for a charge early with a big onslaught to advance and charge, or deploys back in the corner somewhere down here. Can't use my telestrator for some reason. Or somewhere down here, and then pushes through to get lines of sight into the ruin there. That could also be very problematic. So it looks like we're measuring some potential positions for these dire Avenger units. I think...
Is there a way for me to mute this while I drink? Or is there a way for me to mute this while I drink?
You can, there's a button on the top.
Does that like mess with stuff if I turn it off on? It's this one here.
Alright, and then hitting on 3 hits, hitting on 4.
So Luke just taking a drink here, wanted to mute his microphone. It's very thoughtful of him. Doesn't want us all to hear him slurping around, which makes sense. So I think the question here becomes what Mike needs to prioritize in order to crack back here. And this is always the big question when you're facing these sort of threat overload Tyranid lists, where not only are you worried about, you know, these two friggin' mad efficient aircraft right here that can put out immense amounts of firepower with incredible maneuverability and mortal wounds, but you also have to deal with this huge multi-phase threat from the warrior squad, which is resilient, it can shoot really hard, and it can punch really hard, and is relatively fast, move 7 with advance and charge from onslaught potentially, or advance and shoot without penalty as well. Plus you have a little bit of mortal wound output from the Maleceptor, and you have 2 Carnifexes you have to deal with. So trying to deal with all of those at the same time while being able to contend for primary objectives is super duper difficult, and that's one of the reasons that this style of Tyranids is so strong, and especially with the Leviathan ability to get transhuman on a lot of those units, making them a little bit more resilient against things like shuriken cannons, which would normally be wounding units like warriors on only 3s, but then get reduced to 4s because of that transhuman effect. So it looks like we are going to be sending the Shining Spears in, and I think maybe just hoping to blank out the Maleceptor right now. I think the Maleceptor has Catalyst on it. I'm not entirely sure what that note is. Or that might be its psychic action, actually. So we have some shots available from the Bow of Kurnos here, and we have 2 hit roll Strands of Fate dice ready to go, so we can automatically guarantee 4 mortal wounds from that guy with the potential for a 5th and 6th depending on how his remaining shot goes. If he rolls a 6 to hit or wound, he's going to deal an additional 2 mortal wounds, but there's a pretty high likelihood he converts into an additional 1 mortal wound regardless. So we have probably 5 mortal wounds coming out of that unit. Looks like Dire Avenger's coming to the bottom of the screen. And I think we're going to focus fire that Maleceptor down right now. The upside of the Maleceptor in this situation is that it does... not only does it give up the most bring it down points available to Mike, so if he's maybe just looking to recover as many points as possible from the game, this would certainly be the play to make. But on top of that, it also goes through walls with the Psychic Overload ability, the additional mortal wounds that it deals when it casts spells on a high enough number. And that means that it can't be hidden from. So between the Maliceptor and the Harpies, we have a lot of reach on this side, on the Tyranid army. But if we blank out or get movement blocked on the Warrior Squad, it could be that the Warrior Squad is just fighting whatever's up in the middle here, which is probably some Shining Spears, and not actually being able to deal with the units back here that are going to use Battle Focus and Fire and Fade to get back behind the line of side blockers. So I think what Mike's going to try to do is limit the amount of lines of fire his opponent has coming at him this turn. So I think we'll see a charge from the Shining Spears to engage the Maliceptor, try to kill it, and then stand these 2 Shining Spears right in front of the Warrior unit. So if the Warriors move around, they're going to have to go around through the difficult terrain and move around the bases and the engagement range of those models, which makes it very difficult for them to make much distance. We still have to deal with the 2 Harpies, but at least it's not 2 Harpies and a Maliceptor.
All right, so we'll start with.
Are your guys in shadows? The -1 to cast within 18?
I know this guy probably is.
Well, he has to be.
He's got to be.
He's shooting.
These
I
guys
just
are
wanted to
not.
check. Okay, the other guy. This is your squad?
That's the bikes. I got 2 more Farseers down here.
Carry on, sorry. All else looks very similar to me.
Yep.
Rude.
More
What a
left,
thing to
excuse me.
say.
All right,
Jesus.
so this Farseer is going to cast Will of Asuryani.
Okay.
It's not going to go off on a 4. I need it to go off, so I'll spend CP to re-roll it.
Sure. Which he ignores, at least. But yikes.
All right. Then he's going to try to get me a CP.
So it's a CP reroll
goes
into
off
a
for the 9.
perils.
And
The
he's
Ghost
out of
Helm
the
prevents
range,
the
right?
perils, but
I
that
think he's
means
within
no
the mouse
obsec
sector.
on that center objective. That's
Yeah.
not what you want.
Okay. Back there, who else do you have? You
I have another Farseer who's out of the Maliceptor, and then I have the
Okay, so
Warlock.
everything else, I think, is in deny range of probably my. That's this guy, right? Well, actually, can you put it over just his base? No to both, I think. So I only have. I think the Maliceptor has 1 or 2. You rolled a what? A 9?
I rolled a 9, 5 and a 4.
And this was for.
This is for +1 CP.
You can have it. I want to worry about Guide and Doom.
Okay. This Farseer, the Farseer with Guide is out of 24, so I'm going to do him next.
Carol, I feel like I'm blind every time I do this.
It's not a big issue.
Does not go off on a 5, and I already spent my CP.
What was that? Sorry.
Guide.
Okay.
I failed Guide. Then he's going to cast Fortune.
Oh, this psychic phase is not
This
going
is
well
the guy
so
in
far.
shadows?
Guide
This is
also
the guy
doesn't
who's
go
out of
well.
range. No
All
denies.
denies. Okay.
Yep. So I'll Fortune the Dire Avengers.
Okay. That's the 5-up field of pain?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then this Farseer here is
So the
going to
awkward
cast
part here too is that no
Doom.
Willie of Azurian is probably going to mean no.
And he's -1 to cast from shadows, right?
Yep.
Okay.
And then he'll just
Stranglehold,
smite.
because we're not going to be taking the center objective away because
Goes off
there
on
is
an 8.
that cheeky
becomes
warrior
a 7
touching it
shadows.
there.
I'll try and
Unless
stop it.
Behareth
Maliceptor
elects
and
not
the,
to run away.
And is that on the Maliceptor or on the
Yeah,
artifacts?
I'm pretty sure the Maliceptor's closer.
I think so too. I just wanted to be sure. You could have obviously targeted whoever you wanted. So how many mortals does he take?
Yeah, Maliceptor's closer.
Cool.
4, 2.
All right.
I'm not sure where the
down
swooping
to
hawks
15.
are. I wonder if they
I
are
always
in
count down
deep
just
strike
FYI.
right now.
For
Sure.
simplicity.
There are 9 swooping hawks that are not being represented in the game state currently.
All right.
And I believe that the Howling Banshees are both inside the Wave Serpent currently.
No, I didn't place that right, so.
You need to be at like 9 or something?
Well, no, the spear is only a 6-inch range, but I
You had
didn't.
the movement?
No.
Oh, okay.
Well, he was over
Were
here.
you within 22 would
No.
be the question, right?
He did not have the movement.
22 to my guy.
No, because I might charge. I only moved 16 from here.
Oh, yeah, then no. Yeah, correct. 22 you would have, but you didn't do that.
No.
Okay.
All right. So we'll do the cannon
From.
the cannon from the Exarch and then the underslung gun.
He has a cannon?
Yeah, it's free now. On the Exarch.
Dude, GW, take my money.
Yeah. So 3.
Yes, sir.
All right. So 2 auto wounds on the cannon.
Oh, that's a good roll, though. Hopefully the shooting phase makes up for the relatively abysmal
All right,
So-
psychic phase that we had
All
on the Eldari
minus
side
3s,
here.
1 damage, and 2 for 2 damage.
Okay, so invulns, so the 1 damage, you said is the red one?
Yep.
So invuln on the 1 damage, nope. Invuln on the 2 damage. Good job, 5 damage. I think he might be in some trouble. 1 and then 4 brings it down to 2.
All right. This guy is going to shoot him because he's going to be out of range if I kill him.
Okay, you are going through the forest there?
Yep, so 4s.
Yes, sir.
2 auto wounds.
Yeah. And,
Nope. So
and these are 2 damage also?
that's correct.
All right, 4 ups. Okay, down to 4. Just,
All right.
Okay.
Well,
yikes.
Well, that's happening.
that was
Yeah.
all right.
I mean,
well, that's probably a dead Maliceptor, I
Although I'll
guess.
take that, but yeah.
Get
got
absolutely lambasted,
auto-kill
Mr.
him.
Maliceptor.
I could, but I'm going to save him. So
Of course.
because maybe if I can kill them both.
Not even your 6
save me
brains
some
can
headache.
withstand
Yeah,
So I'll
totally.
shoot the
firepower of this
the tank.
magnitude.
All right, and tank's going all in the melee?
Yep.
Okay.
He's got 2 auto wounds and the rest hit.
Sir. All right.
5s.
Yes, sir.
All right,
All
just
right, so
1.
3 saves, all 2 damage.
Yep.
Looks like he's in some trouble. Yes.
Okay then.
All right.
That happened.
All right. I don't know what the blow-up range is. It's not on a 5. Well, mission accomplished, sir. Goodbye, Mally the Scepter. Just like that.
Okay. I got the Venom. Charge. He's got to shoot.
Uh-huh.
Although if you start pulling stuff off this, would you do that though?
No, I promise you I will not pull off that objective because he's the only thing that's OPSEC, right?
Right.
And they are not. So he has to stay here for you to hold that objective.
I'm not going to hold that objective.
I know, but that's why I'm not pulling off that objective. I know Baby B isn't going to just literally
Not
commit
range.
suicide.
So they're going to shoot him because that's all that I have.
Yep, through the forest. So forest?
Yep.
So
I didn't get
Maliceptor
guide
went
off.
down, actually. That's a pretty big deal. Because
That's a fun one.
I think we actually don't charge with the Shining Spears now.
9, 10. I am going to spend a
would just
CP
get
for
killed
Blade
by
Storm.
the,
Yep. Right.
by the Warriors.
Wow. Oh my god.
What? Oh my.
Just a,
That was not a hit roll. Wow.
all right.
And winning
then
on 5s?
2 go back in.
Yes.
Blade Storm, that was a not effective CP use.
No. Oops. Yeah, I'll do you a favor. I'll continue failing every single invuln here. So what is that? 6?
Four.
There's another one in there.
Oh, yep. 5.
7 plus the 2, right?
Yes.
So 7 now. Oh wait, hold on. There's no AP difference because it's all
AP
2 or
two
more,
or
right?
four,
Yeah, it's
so,
fine.
yeah.
So 7 total. That was my dice.
Yep.
So fail, fail, fail. He's down to 6. There.
And then I will spend 2 to Fire and Fade.
It's a 7-inch move, right?
Yeah, I just got to see what I can fit in here.
You can't go through your own models, right? So you have to kind of walk around a little bit.
I got to go back.
Okay.
All right. So I guess I got this guy. I got the Farseer. I got him to shoot. He's only got 6 wounds left.
Sure does. He does have the 5-up Feel No Pain for just such an occasion as
All
your
right.
Farseer.
So I'll shoot this Warwalker.
Okay. So force.
The dice are failing me.
Yeah. And 5s. Is he hitting on 2s or 3s? I tried to wedge in there. I don't know.
Yeah,
if
he's
it
got to
did.
be 3s.
Okay, I think it is. Yeah. And 5s. Okie dokie. Is he going to charge on in, or is he going to leave now?
I still have the Farseer to shoot.
No, I mean, is he leaving, or is he going to charge? And
No,
leave?
I'm going to try to charge.
Charge and leave. Okay. And yeah, you have that as well.
Yep. So, cannon and then small guns here. So we'll do
Sure.
the cannon first.
Okay.
On 4s. Boom!
Yeah, I had a
All
quick,
right. Here, let me just fall over and die
super
for
small
you.
not.
interruption there, chats. But I think it looks like we're back.
But
If you're watching the recording, though, you shouldn't have missed anything because we do have all these recorded. So sorry that you have to listen to me talk about it now.
Right?
No.
Apologies for the interruption. Hopefully everyone's back and going
Sixes
well.
from the fate dice.
And the third
He's got a
attack.
hit on a 3.
Yes, sir.
He hits. It's also a 6 mortals.
Just 6 mortals. All right, so I just have to pass one of these to not cry, and then Baby B can charge me and finish me off. And we pass one of them, exactly. He has 1 whole wound remaining.
Awesome.
Oh, Baby B just gets to do the honors, doesn't he?
Yeah.
That is.
Walk over, slap me in the face.
This crackback has been pretty okay.
Probably a 7 or an 8. Oh, it's an 8. Yeah, you're within 9.
We have killed the Malice
Oh, he's
Scepter, and
gonna
we'll
battle.
probably
Plus he's
finish
gonna battle
a
focus.
Of course.
Carnifex.
Yep, right in the middle of.
Looks like
regular
Dire
white squad,
Avengers
right?
pulled
No,
out,
that's
but we haven't done too much
They
to
bodyguard
the
for
Warrior
him.
squad so far. And those 2 Harpies are still going to be problematic, obviously.
18. That's it, huh? So, I gotta shoot the small guns at the
Yeah,
warriors.
so the Warriors, as you had stated, correct.
And then just 2 at minus 3.
So 5 up invuln from the warp shielding. Damage is 1, right?
Yep.
5 up feel of pain from the catalyst. Okay, thank you.
All right. Baby bird here. I'm gonna use
going
the
for the
6, so I need a 2.
3. Oh, not a 1. You're gonna CP that.
I have to.
So you're within 9, you need an 8. So you just gotta full roll it now.
I think our dice box is dead, chat.
Baby B.
Shining spears.
Yes, sir.
Oof.
That's it.
That is brutal. I'm not sure about the Shining Spear charge, though, chat. I think this just gives the Warriors
All right.
the
So we'll do the regular guy
objective,
first.
if they can pile in and
Okay.
put more models on it.
Just 1 second. How much do you have that's here? That is 2 damage.
No, this guy is
He's 1
one
rerolling
damage
everything,
with
right?
mortals.
And the other guy has what, 3 attacks that are 2 damage?
Yes.
Okay, carry on. I was thinking about doing a strat, but I'm not going to. You're all good. I don't care how many attacks anymore.
I know, but I want to
Unless
know
you
now.
need to know how many dice to roll, then you're good. I can't remember. I feel like it's like 3 or 4.
Yeah, the Paragon Saber is only 1, so.
Yeah, no, that's 1 damage, correct.
All right, so the regular guy,
Uh-huh.
2 hits.
Yes, sir. And force.
They're strength 6.
I'm transhuman.
Oh, okay, so just 1 AP 4.
Invuln. Damage is 1 or 2. Feel of pains.
Okay, looks like we fixed it, chat.
So 1 guy is down to 1 wound. Be this guy over here.
And then the Paragon Saber
Uh-huh.
gets to reroll
Yeah,
everything.
he rolls literally everything, yep.
Then,
And so 4s, because he's strength 5 at least.
it's only strength 4.
So 5. But rerolling
But
everything.
5s plus do mortals.
Pretty good.
So anything that wounds does a mortal.
Correct. And then all rerolls. Alright. That was a 5.
That was a
It
5.
is-
So
it
3.
Still is a 5. 3 mortals?
Yep, 3 mortals
Any
at AP
saves
4.
in addition, or just...
Yeah, it's still a wound.
Okay,
Yeah.
so 3 saves,
AP 4.
and then 3 mortals. So 3 5 up invulnerable saves. Okay, 1. And then 3 mortals in addition to that. So 5 total damage. Feel no pains. Okay, 2. This guy dies.
Ooh, good damage
And
ignore rolls
next guy
here.
takes a wound, bringing him down to
The Warrior
2.
squad.
Oops.
Not quite the damage we were hoping for, I think, from
And
these
I'm going to consolidate
Shining
everything.
Spears.
I just want to block you from moving more dudes on the objective.
Yeah, I think with my consolidate, it should be fine.
They're dead anyway, so.
Yeah, that's a different problem.
Baby Bird's dead. He failed me.
Dude.
Yeah, it was
I mean, 2 up,
super
right?
unfortunate.
And then
So
additionally,
even with the auto 6
there's a chance
charge,
to make it.
failed to charge onto the
couldn't
Carnifex
draw
to
this other
clear it,
horse, honestly.
and then Cloud Strike
Thank you.
away. Unfortunately,
they have
can't
2 wounds
can only Cloud Strike once per turn now, so didn't have the option to Cloud Strike somewhere else after shooting, and then sort of maintain a more defensive position. But I think I don't know if I like this charge, chat. I think Mike probably a little bit upset about this turn, which I think is so totally fair. He did kill the Maliceptor very quickly, but the rest of the turn went super south. And these Warriors are about to outnumber Behareth on the objective, which means they will take it for themselves and prevent the Stranglehold, sink into a nice and tasty, delicious 3-pointer. And then we're going to see Behareth eat some level of shooting. Probably a hit from a Venom Cannon will go through in addition to some smites, we have a lot of mortal wound output in the psychic phase from this, excuse me, from this Tyranid army.
I don't have any CPs.
Between the Neurothrope and the 2 Hive Tyrants hiding behind, as well as the Zone Thropes. So that's going to be enough to do damage both in the shooting and psychic, and even through Rebirth to spawn him back at 1 wound, or at D3 wounds, excuse me, he would still get killed by a charge from the Warriors, I think. So that is what I believe is a to the last going down for Mike. But I don't think the choice was entirely incorrect, because Mike, after Luke's first turn, yeah, there go the Shining Spears, traded their lives for a single Tyranid warrior. Everything's fine. We're all fine here now. How are you? But I think that after the Tyranid first turn dealing so much damage, I think Mike had to play a little bit more aggressively to try to equalize the loss, and wasn't quite able to do it. I think had to take some risks and ended up getting punished for it. But I think that it was still the correct play on his part.
Command phase stuff.
So we're back to the Tyranid turn. Should be getting a 12-pointer this turn.
Stuff, so we'll get
Yep.
these buffs.
You hold 2, hold more.
I'm actually holding 3 at the moment, but yeah. So yes, all,
Right, I'm
yeah,
saying
11,
at least
12,
2.
12.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, so I'm strangling in my current position, so unless something weird happens, I'll get that. I can now banners on that objective. I don't think that's going to last, but we'll do it just to be cute. In a moment, anyway. The last buff here, the reroll wants to hit, we're going to put on this guy as a reward for him living. He didn't die to Baby B, which was totally something he did and not something that Baby B didn't do. And that's gone. All the powers are gone. So those are the buffs. So as far as my augment
Needing a 2 on a single die to make the charge wasn't even greedy. It was just very unfortunate. I agree,
I'm
chat.
+1 to cast, +1 to die, and my whole army has a 5
Typically, you want to set up situations where you don't have to put the entire game on the back of a 2+ dice roll. But if you do, it's not the end of the world. You can come back from that. You just have to hope that the 1 doesn't come up. But unfortunately, in this case, I don't think Mike had many other options, and I think he took the best play that was given to him. If he had clipped out that Carnifex, I would have been relatively happy for the amount of damage that he did this turn. Although I don't think it was enough to stem the bleeding from the Harpies. They're going to come around this turn and I think deal some excruciating damage into these remaining Eldar bikes that are chilling on the bottom left-hand side here. So I think we're looking pretty good for a Tyranid victory this game. Probably going to be down to only a 5 on to the last already. And a Stranglehold blanked on turn 1 as well, so Tyranids are going to start to score that out pretty quickly. Unfortunate.
I could just kill Baharath by... Oh wait, he's not a monster or vehicle. So like, I could do one half of a mortal wound to him by bombing him. I think I'm going to bomb your Wave Serpent. Can you put me over his hull?
You're over his hull.
Right there. If I move 6 sideways, no, I don't think I can get all the way over to there from the back of my base.
Yeah.
So I think I just bomb this idiot as I fly over here. So I'll just like fly here, 26, turn like 14. So this guy's gonna go, we, turn, and we. Because you don't have strategics coming in, right? They're true deep strikes.
Correct.
So if I come back over here, I actually force you to deep strike more towards me, potentially. So actually, 24. Oh yeah, so he can do that. So he's actually going to go even a little bit farther.
Okay.
So that he can stop your deep strikes. 18. Yeah, we're okay. Maybe a little bit short, but and shoot a character too, just for good range, good reason. We bomb him as we go over. So 6 dice on 4s. He's got 6 wounds, right?
Yes.
Okay. He takes
0.
None. The other one's going to go 6 for 6 to make up.
More than likely.
I just like fully
That is how
expected at
dice
this
work
point,
for
you know?
sure. Can confirm.
All right. And these guys are targetable characters, right?
They're not characters, but they're targetable.
They're not a character unit, but they're targetable models. All right, so we bomb. I think we bomb, we turn, we block out this corner, and we just shoot from here. Something like that. So like he turns, he moves, he bombs, he turns, and he moves. Okay. Yeah. Well within 36 of whatever we feel
Harpies
like.
aren't supposed to be this smart.
The what?
I said harpies aren't supposed to be this smart.
Did you know they can charge other aircraft?
Yeah.
I think that's so hilarious.
Just like the
It's like a Valkyrie and there's
Chaos
like,
Dragon guy.
Oh, Helldrakes can do it too?
Yeah, I think so.
That's cool. All right, bombing on the same guy who we despised the first time. 3.
Because technically anything with fly can charge an aircraft.
Oh, true. That would make sense.
So
I just think it's
Shining
funny that
Spears
while it's
can-
zooming. It's an aircraft, though.
Yeah.
Anyway, 3 mortals on that boy, of course.
All right.
All right. We're gonna phone in onslaught, so there's really no reason
I like that,
not
phone in.
to advance the warriors.
Okay.
We just want to push in.
Yeah, the Neurthrope is working
So
remote
advance
right
7
now.
plus. Yep. That's
Neurthropes actually, they are the modern psychers. They don't even go into the office. They just cast their psychic powers through Zoom.
is rude. I just want to. Can you give me line of sight to your Dire Avengers?
From
This to this building. I just want to see what I have to get to shoot them. It's probably not far. So right there, right there. I just want to see if I can leave space for Mr. Carney the Fax to wander onto the objective. You know, that was him. And here, so Carfax is still not fat enough, so he'll just wander right there, like so, with his soul wound. Wait, hold on. He's gonna wander, but poke his face that way.
Okay.
Just so we can have a mutual understanding. It'd be even better if he was charging Baby B just
Oh,
like
with his
that.
butt?
With his
Butt charge?
tail whip him, man. Anyway, so we know where he is. He's a happy camper. We don't really love that you could just deep strike and shoot my Hive Tyrant. I don't love that very much, if we're being honest. Those idiots on the objective are going to banner.
Yep.
So if we could.
You did say that.
And do please, it's still also my moving face, but do please score me a point for my whole banner that I got there. Let me think here. I could, I think, just fully block you out if I go like this to here. If I use him, and then if I use my Hive Tyrant like all the way over here to block your guys from coming in like here, and just dare your something to shoot my Hive Tyrant, I think that's what I do. I don't think he really needs to do things right now.
Ooh, that's
I think what
spicy.
he wants to do is just float like over to here.
Float like a
and
butterfly
say-
over here.
Come at me, bro.
You're not.
I think this is the ultimate
strike.
power move, right, chat? You're just like, I know it's a winged Hive Tyrant, and I know it should be untargetable, but just to flex on my opponent, I'm gonna let you shoot it. Do you want to be able to shoot this guy? And Mike's here like, yeah, that would be great, but you killed all my models, so I can't. So that sucks. Brutal.
Be good. Which I think, by the way,
I don't
is
even
just,
think you had to move.
I think that's just, I would think that's just where they started the movement phase, but more on that later. All right, so Mr. Carney the Fex has like fat base problems right now. I'm not really sure what he's going to do. I think what he does is he moves directly onto the objective as far as he can. So he may or may not actually make a charge because he's a fat boy.
I'm sure he will.
Well, I was
Only-
actually no, I was hoping we get a good smite on it.
I was gonna
to
say,
be honest.
hopefully either only Baharoth fails 2-inch charges.
Yo,
2+
when you
charge.
talk him dirty like that, of course he's gonna fail, right?
He
9.
needs to be punished.
9, we'll just wander over to here. Don't charge in my deployment zone or any of my other zones. Something like this. Death the Leaper, I think, is just going to go on a freaking fiesta here. Let's advance him. Why the hell not, right?
Siesta.
Nope, he's going nowhere. You know what? This looks like a spot that a Death Leaper should like cosplay, you know? Just literally hardcore parkour right over there. Actually, I'm sorry, that's illegal. His base doesn't fit in between there. It just looks so fun.
Oh.
It doesn't matter, but like, 1 whole inch, 11 inches.
Can you advance and charge?
No, because I'm busy doing that for their 1 inch advance. So we're just doing things, you know. He'll go over here to try and support this flank with some OBSEC maybe or something. I don't know. Who knows? And Mr. Neuro the Thrope, we already clarified was out of deny range, right? Yes. So he's happy where he is. Okay. So let's play some telephone games. Where's my? Oh, sorry. I need to give out my.
That's how they should nerf Synaptic Link Psychic Powers chat. It should work like an actual game of telephone, where the more links in the synapse chain the psychic power gets projected through, the different, like the more differences get introduced into the power itself. So like, if you send a catalyst through like a 5+ damage ignore, through the first link it becomes a 6+ damage ignore. Then it becomes like a 6+ against mortals. Then if you can get it through 3, it like goes back the other way and it's like a 4+ damage ignore now. Because every Tyranid they hear it slightly differently. Onslaught is like advance and shoot without penalty and charge without penalty, and then it like loses the advance and charge without penalty, and then it gains like advance twice. It's like a double move at some point. That'd be a fun mechanic, actually.
So who else? Let me just check real fast. I don't recall.
Yeah, the game needs much more convoluted
someone else
rules
has
set, for sure. I wholeheartedly agree. Make 40k more complicated. It is not complicated enough right now, for sure.
Yeah, they are. So you can't deny these guys. They're casting on a casual +4 at the moment. So they're
Yeah,
gonna try to
Tyranids
fight
need
it.
a
Is there
buff.
anybody else that I can deny?
I'm with that chat, for sure.
Give me your
100%.
answer first here.
So
This
that's
is
the Warlock.
Poor
and then this is the
Tyranids. You can
Farseer
see,
right here.
even in this
That's the
game,
one.
right? Like, it's turn 3 already, and there's still Eldar on the table. Clearly, Tyranids aren't good enough. They need a big buff.
I can't roll a 14.
So it's 7 damage because they get +1 for each
what?
model in the unit. The smite on this
Oh,
one.
this is-
He's super toast.
I have to say, the
So
Zone
they're
Throw
done.
Smites
He's
are
done.
painful
We
to get
might-
hit by, but they are fun to roll out. Just being able to plow for a billion automatic damage is like pretty sweet.
I don't think I did.
Just feels real
I think
good,
after this
dude.
many games I would know. No, I just didn't. Alright,
This is.
so I'll probably come back and spend a CP to catalyst them later. Just
This
to
is top
make them
of 2
annoying to
chat.
kill.
Yeah. It's the third turn of the game.
Outside of that, I guess we can try and
Technically,
be just out of mortal range to do damage to Baby B for reasons known only to me. Like 19 inches away. So I guess the psychic phase is basically done. I don't care about paroxysm or horror. Yeah. Actually, you know what? I think I will horror you. I'll cast the horror.
It's no Overwatch.
No, it's actually -2 leadership and -1 combat attrition. So like when I shoot at those guys, if I randomly leave like one dude, they're in some trouble probably.
Okay.
I forget if it's him or him. It's my only cast.
What's the range on it?
Psychic Synaptic Link. We'll
Oh,
phone
yeah.
it in. It's 12 inches from
Yeah,
my
you're
warriors.
good. You're good.
So somebody phoned it in. Who cares who? One of the two, but that's the only power that all 4 of their casts are doing. So they're horrified.
Okay.
And that is.
thanks, chat.
That's that.
that was
shooting phase.
what I meant the whole time.
Baby B takes 3
People
damage.
definitely
you say.
refer to individual player turns all the time in 40k.
Let's let Carney the Fex do the deed. It just feels fitting.
I'm gonna go take a look at our other finals table chat. I'll give her a little bit
There
of a
are ones
report
to
back
hit and 1 random.
so we can see what's going on over there. That is Tyranids versus
right.
Tau right
Yep.
now.
Damn you.
I think
wounding
hoping
on
for
very
maybe
much
some
juice.
Tau to get to the finals, but we'll see.
All right, Baby B.
He's T4 if that
Gotta
matters.
be 3 for 3. It does not. Strength 9. No,
All right,
he
so he
very
takes
much
3.
takes 3 damage. He's down to
Three.
3? Okay. All right. Good job, Carney Effects. I kind of want to flex and like charge them out of the way just so he can charge and get the honor. Anyway, more on that later. This guy can see, I think, a big whopping nothing. So he's not doing anything. So this guy lined up his shots. He can shoot the guys who are
warlocks?
horrified. He can shoot this guy. He might be able to shoot that guy. I think I want to shoot him with 1 venom cannon,
Okay.
and shoot your warlocks with the other one.
Okay.
So the warlocks I'll do first. Okay, and 2s because you're not T5. Okay, 2 saves on the warlocks. Invulner die.
Make 1 fail one.
Okay. Oh, sorry, and I did have to declare the trash cans. I'm pretty sure the only thing I'm in range of is this.
Okay.
And we'll see if the venom cannon just does the things though. Into it. It mines. Reroll for Leviathan. Nope. And 3s to wound him. 1 save here.
Good.
Yeah, that'll do. And trash can 2, 4, 6, 8. We already rolled our reroll and strength 5, so 5s. 1, AP 1.
4 up. Nope, takes a wound.
That was the one, yes. Second Harpy, your Farseers have 5 wounds, right?
Farseer on bike has 6, but these guys have 5, yes.
So the 1 venom cannon won't, but the trash can's mine. Which is which?
Alright, so this guy here.
So I took a quick look at our undefeated table, chat. We are in also what looks to be top of 2. The Tyranid player playing a very similar style of list. I think that the lists are going to almost identical, I believe, actually. Was against a Tau list with 3 hammerheads. I think it's long strike and 2 standard hammerheads. And I'll just double check there. It is Tau Septs, including Crisis Bodyguards, interestingly. 2 4-man Crisis Battlesuit teams, or 3-man Crisis Battlesuit teams. So it's sort of an MSU style Tau. So 3 total units of small units of Crisis suits. Commander Shadow Sun, Precision of the Hunter, Onager Gauntlet, Thermoneutronic Projector, so the Fist of the Cold Star Commander, 2 standard Hammerheads, and Long Strike. The Tyranid player, I think intelligently, chose to strategic reserve his Harpies so they didn't get immediately killed by Hammerheads if he ended up losing the roll to go first. Looks like he did win the roll to go first. Was able to set up sort of in the center of the table. Doesn't look like took too much damage from shooting, and the Harpies have just come in and are firing. And I don't know how much damage they've done. It looks like, I think the Tyranids are going to be able to sandpaper off a lot of the Tau in the center of the table and force them back to a 4-point primary. So it might just be that they can sort of complete this threat overload game plan again, and I think are going to be in a very good position to win the game after the second turn. We'll see how things go, though. Obviously, savior protocols can save some Tau units at clutch times and potentially allow the Tau to come back and use those hammerheads. I mean, if those hammerheads convert appropriately, they are equipped with the heavy rail cannons. They can just essentially one-shot a Harpy. The Harpies are 13 wounds, so they are out of range to get literally one shot, but you can probably do a damage with a single other attack somewhere else in the Tau army, so they should be able to get picked up if those hammerheads are able to keep going.
And I'm going to put the trash can shot into him as well. No. I'm going to put the trash can shots into your Dire Avengers.
Okay.
No, into him. Everything into the farce
everything
here.
into the farce here.
Everything into the farce here. So big shots.
Oh, I never roll my fate dice.
Oh, yeah, sorry. You should definitely do that. Oh, some saves. I'm very glad I'm putting everything in your farce here then. Some casts.
Keep the advance and charge.
Okay, and rerolls? Or no? You're happy with those?
No.
Okay, so 1 random Harpy reroll, yes, and 2s on the Farseer. All right, 4 saves, 4 damage each.
All right.
I do still have 8 shots at strength 5 AP 1 damage after this.
All right. So
I'm gonna save your
I'm
2
gonna
and
I'm gonna
save.
do 2. Yep.
Yep, of course.
Make one
Okay.
fail
You
one.
want to pull both?
So then he's
He
only
has
got,
8 more
then
shots
he'll only
coming
have
in.
1 wound left. So no.
Okay. Well, so you could just roll him, obviously.
No, he's dead.
Okay.
I'll
All right. Shots
waste the
go
other.
away.
So lost a foot Farseer on the left-hand side that was behind
Yeah, that's shooting.
the
Charge the
Wave
clock.
Serpent.
Baby B.
Here, come at me.
He's in.
Come kill me.
I shall. What was that, a 4? 6?
6.
All right. Yoink. 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 I'm not actually. You know what? I'm not giving the Carnifex the honor. Let's be honest. Sorry, baby. Thank you. I really want to, but because I really want to make sure he actually dies and we don't troll.
It's a waste for me to save these saves.
It's 100%. I get like 2s to hit, rerolling 1s, approximately a million because everyone's swinging. You want me to roll it?
Yeah.
I can roll a couple if you want.
Oh no, he's dead.
okay.
I'm just saying I should have saved something else.
Well, but like him living obviously was good and it was close. Like if you.
For hits and stuff.
Yeah, I should have gave them catalyst for a whole CP, but I forgot. Oh well.
But I should have rolled this at the beginning like I'm supposed to. So.
That's also true. Yep. All these things are fair and true.
Yeah.
All right. So when we consolidate, we'll just make it a little bit harder for you to get on the objective without, charging me, which is obviously what I want. We have a Feel and Pain versus Mortals anyway, so we're it's a thing we get to do. All right. So for scoring purposes, I strangle.
They need a leadership.
At -2.
So they're 8, which brings them down to
7.
6. That's -2, right? So
Yes.
8 down to 6, but I lost 1. So on a 6,
5.
I fail.
Yes, correct. Only a 6 though.
Good. These guys.
Very much need a leadership. I think.
Nope, they fail.
Yeah, 7 and 9. Yeah, they're 8.
So
That's
I lose
correct.
1.
Yep, and 1s
Ones
and
and
2s.
2s.
Okay, so just the Exarch, I assume. Living the Exarch dream.
All right.
All right.
So you got strangle.
Yep. For grind purposes, how many things did I kill that turn? Farseer, Baby B. That it?
And a viper.
And the random viper. So 3.
So
okay.
3, yep.
Okay.
You also score this one.
No, I put it up that turn.
No, for the secondary.
Oh yeah, for being on the alt primary. Yes, of course.
Yeah. You actually got it round 1 too.
Yes, I did. That's correct. I advanced onto it. I don't know how that gets scored on this mission.
And then I scored that one on my turn with the viper.
Yes, you did. 100%. Okay. So it's over to you. You get a commander point, sir.
Only 1.
Yes, and your gen of commander points is not here anymore.
All right.
Yes. Although you can make him OPSEC to contest, but you have to kill
I
him.
can't.
Oh, you can't. So OPSEC, you have to kill them off.
Yes. Yes. All right. So this guy, they're infantry, so they can walk through there anyway.
Yeah.
He's gonna go here just so I can see into here.
Yeah, you got it.
Or maybe I can go the
and
other way.
You're not going through the forest, I think. You should be fine. I think you're fine. There's like some part of your base is
A little bit of a small interruption there. Again, chat.
You can stand it
Looks
on
like
it.
our internet is a little bit more unstable
here to
today than it was
contest this.
yesterday. Hopefully,
I don't
that's
have
the
enough
last one.
left to kill anything, so.
That's probably true. I mean, I don't know if you can get to them with your deep strikers. You might be able to deep strike shoot them from like an angle. I tried to make it hard to do that, but I don't know if I was able to.
I could deep strike here and hit the back guy, but that means I'd have to kill the entire unit.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying that might be. I think that's your only play.
Yeah.
If you wanted to try and take that, but even if you do that, you don't strangle because you're not getting.
I'm not getting
that
strangle.
and that. No.
Mercier boy.
Yeah. You stand in the warm embrace of the wave serpent's fins. Okay.
What's this guy gonna do?
Yep.
What's the Farseer gonna do? I think I put the bikes here.
Oh, okay.
Uh,
And your fate dice right now are a charge in advance and 2
Yeah.
saves. Oh wait,
yeah.
they used
I got 2 units of Howling
you used
Banshees that I
you didn't
gotta
use
come
your
out.
2 saves. You let them die. That's right.
Nope. And one's got to go here. So. Alright. So I'm going to use an advance.
On
Banshee's getting out of the Wave
oh,
Serpent.
of course. Yep. They get to go where they please.
So they're going to move 17.
That's pretty far. That's well within auto charge range.
Oops. The other squad I'm going to roll.
Sure. Okay, so 14?
14.
15.
No,
17
the max
max.
is 17. 14.
Right, you roll a 4. That's 2 off max. It's 15. Look, you don't have to move the 15. Also, I'm pretty sure like anything was enough to get that charge. The Warriors are just standing there wishing they had Catalyst, as Tyranids do.
So less than 2 inches away.
Uh-huh.
I can't shoot pistols coming out of the Wave Serpent anyway, so.
Yeah, because you can't count as remaining stationary. Sister still cry tears about that.
This guy.
Yep. Okay.
Well, still don't have range, so I might as well go this way so I can
sure he's
shoot
there.
these guys.
Okay.
Wave Serpent. Try to get a beat on the Warriors.
Uh-huh.
Then Deep Strikers.
Yep.
I think I have to make a play for this objective.
I think you're probably right. Because I have to keep the closest guy. So, it's not going to affect your charge if you kill guys.
Or I gotta kill that Harpy.
I mean, that'd be helpful. I don't know if you have
That one's flying off the table.
No, he's not. You can move your second time at any point in the...
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's not just the end. They can basically just do a full 180 and then go straight if they feel like it.
Here's my tape measure. I think I have to kill the Harpy.
Okay. Do your Banshees want to go... Oh, they can't charge anyway, but... Do they want to go a different way, or are they still going to go for that play?
Who?
Never mind, carry on. Sorry.
I can't charge him with the Banshees.
No, I was thinking, do they want to still go for that, or do they want to go for the Warrior stuff?
No, I don't think 6 guys clears this off, but I don't think the Banshees clear him off either, so.
I think both of those things are true. Because I have CP to make the -1 damage for the Mirror Swords guy.
Yeah. Oh, that's this guy over here. Sorry.
Well,
this one has the glaive, which
It's
is 2
okay.
damage, but.
Whoever is giving me multi-damage, I'm going to try and stop as much as I possibly can. So the whole squad's good?
No. Only 3 of them.
Ah, that's not ideal.
That's one thing. I have what you. I have a little bit like. Because I'm like on.
Yep, here he is.
That is what I have. The icon makes it on 5, and then I have a.
That's sorry. The second squad confused me. Wait a second.
Yeah, these guys should all be within 18.
Yeah, you easily got that.
And then the Swooping Hawks. I don't think I can do enough to the Harpy to kill it, but
No, because he does have a 3-up armor save, and you don't have Jinx, right?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, you do, sorry. You're just
Yeah, they're right
casting
here.
from -1 to cast, +1 deny, so that's rough.
Oh, that makes
You're at
it
18?
difficult.
You can bump
less
back
than
if you need
18.
to, if you want to shoot him, I don't care. Something back there? Okay.
I'm gonna be with an 18, but still able to shoot.
Actually, that might take me out of deny range. 24-inch deny from him is like there.
Oh, if that's your only deny, then
Let me check over here. 24 from over here is here. You have the ability to be out. You'll be within shadows, so you'll be casting at -1. But yeah,
Well,
you can be out of deny range.
hopefully my my psychic phase will turn around because last one was absolutely terrible.
Yeah, that was quite awful. But yeah, I don't have any forward denies anymore. Mallet the Scepter is gonzo. Oh, you wouldn't dare.
Watch me.
You wouldn't dare.
I'm gonna mortal him to
You
death.
wouldn't dare make me make Field of Pains.
I have to roll him.
I know. I have to roll my Field of Pains. He's probably in some trouble on 1 wound, I venture.
All right.
Yeah, you got range, obviously. And they can't battle. They can't do their Hawk Strike
No,
thingy after.
so they're just slim.
They
They're
are-
just there for the pickings.
They are there. I will try and pick some of them. All right, Psychic Face. So no one is in deny range, correct? Everybody
Correct.
backed up?
So we're gonna start with the bikes. They're gonna cast Protect Jinx.
Yep, so you need an 8.
So big
is it
concentration
not
of Eldari in the bottom here. If we get a good psychic and shooting phase, we have
guy-
a
He's gonna cast.
swooping hawk unit and a 6-man Dire Avenger squad. We did lose the majority of the bikes and the larger Avenger squad, but Howling Banshee is moving out on to fight over the center. So there is a potential for us to knock out the Warrior Brick, probably that Carnifex in the middle, and
Oh, that's right, it went down to
potentially try to get some damage into the Harpy on the left-hand side.
Alright, we're already 5
And then from there, while we are going to be taking the shooting and potentially some psychic damage back, there's not a ton that's going to be in line of sight. Although those Harpies are still going to be a problem for the Eldari.
Does not go off for the 6.
And up front it's a 5. It was -1. With the 5-up Field Pain, I don't think that's worth the reroll.
Alright, I'll cast Doom.
Okay. Yikes.
Oh my god.
Yikes. Alrighty. Dice games.
Shooting.
Yes, sir.
Let's start with Hawks at that guy.
All right. Pew pew. You have 1 CP still, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So all my dice should be exactly 36. I don't have any floating around anywhere.
Sounds good, man.
Oops.
So looking for the 6s. And you're strength 4, right?
Yeah, so 6s and then 5s.
Fives, yep.
Well, 4s and 5s technically, but
Yeah, correct. But really loving the 6s. Mind if I help you pull out some 6s?
please.
Another one. See, those are 1s and 3s. And then 1 more 3, I think. Okay. And
Fives.
5s.
-1 to win this well in melee.
How many are we looking at?
2, 5, 9.
All right, 3s. Fails 4. He's down to 9. Oh, sorry.
Fails
No,
3.
fails 3. I don't know. I stared at a
Exactly
3.
average.
Yes. So down to 10 for now.
A little bit of damage
All right,
tickling
let's
to
shoot.
Harpy. Certainly think we're probably hoping
Go
for
with the
some
Wave
more
Serpent.
Yes, sir.
from the big
We'll dump
swooping
everything. I'll
hawk
start
brick.
with the cannons.
Okay.
Thanks for the follows, everyone. Hope everyone's enjoying hanging out with me today.
And 5s.
Yeah. I hate
Talking
the
about some
T7.
40K.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it's nuts.
All right, so 3 saves.
So I don't have an invul on him anymore.
Oh, okay, so -1 and -3.
Okay, so the -1 is a 4. Nope. And -3s are 6s. Nope. Damage is 6 total.
2 each, yep.
So he is down to 4.
Alright, little guns. 2 hits.
Yep. And 5.
5s. Nothing.
Okay.
Farseer pistol, why not?
Yeah.
He misses.
No.
That's gonna be all. Well, I got him. I can shoot.
Yeah, because I can't be
got
obscured.
that guy.
Yeah, you got both.
Yeah, I'll shoot the other guy.
Okay.
4 left, you said?
Yeah, he's down to 4. Okay.
1 hit.
All right. And it just auto wounds. All right.
Yep.
AP3.
AP3. Yep.
So 6 up. Nope. Down to 2.
Almost got that harpy. Killing that would be a pretty big deal.
Yep.
Of who? Sorry.
The Farseer.
Oh, okay.
I didn't want to do it.
Yeah, I know. I feel you. I mean, you
But I
could
got
use
it.
the other guy,
Yeah.
potentially.
Yeah, is this we firing bow of Kurnos maybe?
I
You
do
guys
get,
have
I do get the
catalyst,
5 up
though, right?
save versus
Damage out
mortals,
with
don't
the
forget.
mortals.
Oh, you didn't get Catalyst off.
What? No, but I have a 5 up save versus mortals army-wide if they're within 6 of a synapse creature. And
He's not.
he is a synapse creature.
Oh, he is a synapse creature.
So he's got the label, and they're also synapse.
Okay.
So the things that you would be shooting have a 5 up feel and pain versus mortals, if that changes your calculus.
Yeah. I'm gonna go here.
Okay.
So on 3s
So from the who?
from the Farseer.
Okay, Farseer. Yep.
All right. So that's 2 mortals right there.
Yep, and that's the end of the attack sequence.
Yep.
So I just got to pass the 5 up, which we do. He's down to 1. So,
Battle focus for him.
of course,
1 whole inch.
nailed it.
I guess I gotta shoot this guy. I
Yeah, I
gotta
think
finish
so.
him off.
All right, so 4 6 shots.
There's 6.
Yep, and 3 hits as well.
5s.
Yes, sir. He's probably in some trouble here.
Yeah.
So we'll start with the 2 6-ups that he's going to not buy. Oh, no, he's done. All right, so he's gone.
All right. Is that
And-
2 points for bring it down or 3?
Yes, it's 2. He's got 13 wounds. So you're at 5
All right,
right
harpy's
now.
down.
And so you have your Dire Avenger
This
squad,
swingback
and I
doing
think your
pretty
solo
good.
Avenger Exarch.
Yes. So
So far, so good.
these guys are going to spend the CP for Blade
Although we
Storm.
still have those 2 Hive Tyrants to contend this.
So I got
to contend
3
with.
shoot
3 there
here,
and 3 here.
3 here.
And the Exarch
to
is
this
the 3
late
shooting that
game.
way, I'm assuming?
Yes,
Okay,
and then
so-
the other Exarch will shoot here as well, but I'll do that
But not,
afterwards.
yeah, not with Blade Storm.
Right. So let me do him first.
Who, the one dude?
The one dude.
All
Yep.
right, so give him the business here.
Are they -1 to hit?
I wish. That'd be cool.
No. Okay.
No. No good. And 5s. Ooh, nice.
-4.
Just 2 wind rolls, because we did give him that, but we didn't give him feel no pain. All right, takes damage.
Okay.
1. And then the rest of the
All
squad.
right. So these are the 3 guys here. These with Blade Storm.
Yes, sir. Okay. So 3 explodes and 3 wounds. So 3 more attacks, or hits rather, and 5s. So the total number of wounds is 4.
Is 4. Yeah.
Okay.
5. Excuse me.
Oh, sorry. 5 ups.
Yeah.
Kill 2, kills the guy, and a wound goes over to some other dude. Maybe this guy, he's down to 2.
All right.
Wait, did
The
I
other
just-
3 over here.
Oh, sorry, I moved this guy but didn't pull him off the board. He's dead. Okay, and they are also Blade Stormed, right?
Yep.
Okay.
So only get 1 extra.
Yep, and then auto wounds and 5s.
Just 1 AP4.
They don't have a save, so the guy in the back, I'll just put a wound on. He's down to 2. Just like that.
All right. Charges.
Yeah.
This
you
one's not failable. This one I'll use my charge die on.
6 plus wherever you get to go.
5.
You're going places.
Okay, so
So Banshee's hitting
you know what?
the warrior
gonna
squad
fight through the
inside
wall.
this building.
Yeah, you're certainly able to. Can you fight through 2 ranks, or am I too far back? I think you can.
Within a half of a half.
Yeah, you're fine. Easily.
And then we're going to have the other Howling Banshee squad go into
Here.
the Central Warriors.
Where?
Downside
Oh, the
here,
other Banshees, yeah.
it looks
Okay.
like we do have Will of Asuryani on this
Yes,
model,
sir.
so they are objective secured. But the downside here is that we don't have. I don't know if there's enough attacks here to clear out this
none of
Warrior
the Banshees
squad,
do mortal wounds,
especially
correct?
through the
The squad does. They,
minus
do,
one
they have
damage
both the
that we
power
could
and the relic.
apply
So,
to them.
Oh, that's really good.
so the power is on a 2-up. It's 1 mortal wound and then -1 to your combat attrition, but big deal.
Crone
So
Scream?
1 mortal. Yep.
I don't take leadership checks, but
Yeah.
5 Feel of Pain versus that mortal you just gave me. No, he's down to 1.
All right, and then this one's D3 on a 2-up.
So D3 mortals.
3. Yep. For 2.
Okay, Feel of Pains dies. He's down to 2.
So there's the
Okay.
Mortal Wounds on the
So,
charge combo going off. Kills a
I
warrior.
may be using a strat here. Talk to me about the profiles here.
All right, so she has 5 attacks, strength 5, AP 3, 2 damage.
Okay.
She's got 10 attacks, strength 4 +1. But I
Yeah, you're
plus
winning
1.
on 4s regardless.
Yeah.
So double the attacks for 2 damage. So she has 5 that are 2 damage. AP, I don't think it's a save. And no one does mortals in the fight phase.
You have a 3-up normally?
No, I don't get a
Oh,
save.
okay.
I'm saying I don't get a save. Oh,
right.
They get a save.
Gotcha.
How many total attacks are in the squad outside of the Exarch lady?
12 more.
So 17 total attacks, hitting on 3s, wounding on 4s.
Yep.
Okay. All right, who are you going with first?
Well, they
so
both make you fight last, so it doesn't
We're
matter.
Yeah, no, I
considering our -1 damage strat on the unit of 2 inside the building, because if one of them survives, the objective will be maintained by the Tyranid player, whereas the unit in the center is unlikely to die even through the 2 damage attacks from the Mirror Sword's Piercing Strike combo.
2, 4, 6. That's the squad, right?
2 and 1 damage each.
Yeah.
So,
But
oh, but
there's
that's
only,
the squad.
there's 2 dudes left with 5 wounds, so they're just dead. So you get it. You tear down the banner. Yoink. Yoink. There you go. Not worth a
I'm
CP,
gonna
but it
consolidate
would have
a
been
little
cute if
bit
it
this
happens.
way, but just be on this side of the wall.
Yeah, you just gotta get closer to my half
Consolidating towards this
tyrant,
guy,
of
yep.
course. You're good. All right, slap the boys over here.
All right. Much worse.
Yes. And this is the regular dudes or
Yes,
the lady?
regular.
Okay. All right, and wounding on force. 1 damage each, right?
Yep. So 3.
All right, so 1, 2, and a guy takes a wound going down to 2. So we'll make it, I don't know, we'll make it this guy. So you have to come out and be on the side of the wall if you do that. And then the Exarch lady.
Reroll that.
Sure. Okay. And force. How many?
4 at 2 damage each.
5 open wounds, which I just realized I don't think I took for the other guys, but more on that later.
So you lose
So-
2 more.
Yeah, so you're dead, and I'm going to kill this guy as well. Exactly, so that if you want to keep me in combat.
No.
Actually, you don't want to keep me in combat. No, so I'm going to do that. I'm going to keep the guy that you're in combat with.
Okay.
You're in
Smaddox,
combat with him with.
gifting subs. Thanks, buddy. Congratulations. Bombed 420XX. Classic username. Good stuff. Alan Pickrell. Pebcac_Central. Ray 1982. Life Blight. Everyone, congratulations for getting a gifted sub from Smaddox. Appreciate the support, dude. Thanks everyone who has dropped some subs this weekend. Really helps out for traveling to these events. I'd like to upgrade, especially the side cameras. They're a little bit grainy. These are some old technology we're working with, so I'd like to upgrade them to 4K at some point. But that will be an undertaking. Probably going to save our pennies for that for a while.
That's an 2.
Are they multi-damage?
Yeah, drop those hypes in
2,
chat,
4, 6,
everybody.
8, 10,
13
12,
damage
Get
each?
them going.
Mind if I roll these?
Yeah, but no means. Go to town.
They're dead.
Yeah.
Ooh.
All right. I could consolidate. I don't
That's
really think I need
unfortunate.
to,
So,
but I'll just shimmy a little bit here.
Howling Banshee squad in the middle goes down. That big 9-man with warriors.
So
Just
scoring,
surviving through
you're
whatever.
holding 1-2, so no strangle.
That's it, no.
I wish my warriors
For grind
did as much
purposes, you
as
killed one-
Luke's warriors in this game. Mine always seem to get killed immediately. There must be some secret technology there. We did end up clearing the warriors on the right-hand side here, so that objective is going to be taken by the Eldari, which means, unfortunately, they still don't have a stranglehold, I don't believe.
So it's over to me, commander phase. I get a point. What I'm going to do... Oh, I have to give out the command phase buffs. So I think I'm going to keep giving them this. Although, can I phone that to them? They might be too far. I have consolidated out of telephone range, so they're not getting that. So you know what? My man, the guy, he deserves all the buffs, and we'll phone the other one over
Yeah, I
to
don't
him.
think we even
because
got
this
our
is something
bonus
relevant.
point for Eldari that turn either.
Good job, command phase. I'm going to do something cheeky. Do you start the action at the start of the movement phase for banners, or it's after you move? It's
after you move.
So I can turn, bomb this, clear it, and ban. Oh, I can't banners with him.
can't
I can banners with Death
infantry,
Leaper.
yeah.
But I'm going to try and turn.
This
move
is
an
some
inch, turn 90 more. So you take a
Necron-style
full-
trickery here. So we're going to use the 180-degree turn on the Harpies to try to kill that Warwalker with its bombing run. It does roll 6 dice because it's hitting a vehicle. And then if that Warwalker does get killed, that happens as soon as the Harpy completes its movement, which means the objective will be open, and it looks like that's 3 damage, which I think is enough. Yep, there it goes. Oof. And that opens the objective up now for the Death Leaper to go place a banner. Very good move from Luke to pump up that banner score. And really a big showcasing the power of that Alien Cunning Warlord trait as well, because that allows the character to perform actions after advancing, which is one of the reasons that you also see it on a Parasite of Mortrex, because with a 16-inch move and the ability to advance and perform actions, that little guy can zip super far and place banners or do other stuff.
Mr. Hive the Tyrant is going to go clear this, I think. But we are going to send the warriors through it. They'll advance. We'll phone in advance and charge. You mind if I steal this? Just
Yeah,
to roll
go
and miss? Okay, so they're moving 12. Through the forest is 10. So they'll be all the way over here. Oh, is this your
Reaper of
Necron dice?
Obliterax
Or did
Hive
someone leave
Tyrant
it here?
has
It's
come
not
out to
mine.
play.
I didn't even
Literally a
notice it.
terrain feature.
The whole time
I was
it's
just
been
about to
there.
go step on it. That's why.
I thought it was part of the piece of the terrain.
Yeah, right? Not so. He takes his wounds with him. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah. I think that's a wound, right?
Yeah. No.
No, it's not. I don't mark wounds with purple dice. That's
No.
why I was confused. Because, yeah, you killed it exactly.
Exactly, yep.
All right, the hero Carnifex. I don't know what he's going to do with his life. I think he's just going to wander a little bit more this way. The Zoanthropes are going to advance. It's their time to shine, 8 inches. He's gonna
Excited
clear
for more
onto the
coverage in the
objective.
future? Yeah, I'd love to do more coverage. I know I do have a GT scheduled, but not for a couple months. There is one in October that I'm going to be covering that's in this area. But I'm on the prowl for more GTs to cover. So, especially in the Northeast U.S., if you have any large 40k events happening and you'd like me to come down, hit me up, and we can try to work it out.
So he'll just maneuver on up to here. These guys are going to continue neither being seen nor heard, I think. That's the goal anyway. And Oh, sorry, it's a new turn. I have to do my new augment a
Oh,
long
I
time
gotta
ago.
do fate dice.
I'm just going to do exploding scissors in combat here. Yeah, you need your fate dice. Yeah, we're going to the slaughter.
We got 2 Farseers left.
Okay.
Ugh.
So advance.
Advance in 3 casts.
You get to really cast now, man.
Ugh.
All right. Speaking of cast, where is your Psychers for deny range?
Right here.
Right there.
So that's the Warlock. This is the Farseer.
All right.
And
So
I
you'll
have
be able
another
to
Farseer
deny
back.
everyone except for my Neurothrope. That's all that matters. So we'll start with the Neurothrope then. He's going to give my guys Catalyst because we like that power.
Where in Massachusetts? It is, I want to say it's Marlboro. It's the ArmorCon GT. I covered it last October, and I'll be doing it again this year. It's at a convention center out there, usually a 32-player event. Oh, I think I'll actually be covering an event next weekend, now, or next month, excuse me, now that I'm thinking about it. There is another GT in 2 weeks, or 3 weeks, I guess. Not this weekend or the next weekend, it is the weekend afterwards. So that will be the Webway Games GT, is I'll be covering as well. So I guess a lot more, actually. A lot more than I had in the back of my head.
60 dice. Not a 5 or a 6. He takes 4 mortals.
2 left.
This guy will also smite.
Okay.
Now he needs I did that in the wrong order, but whatever. Needs a 6 now to cast. Goes off on a 10. You can deny him, I think. Although, was that your Warlocks or your Farseer that just denied?
Probably would have done the Warlocks. So
Okay,
he's
so that was
still in
Farseer.
range.
Yep, he's in range of both. Okay. So do you want to try and stop a scream?
I need 11.
You still would.
Nope.
All right, so 3 plus kills. Yep, that's enough. He pops.
You check his range.
Oh, for the explosion?
Yeah,
Probably
I-
3.
Yep. So
To get another explosion.
Is it? It's just
I
one
think it's
more.
very appropriate that we end
I
up this
think
game with
they're
some
in.
exploding vehicles,
I
especially given how
think
many
they're out.
explosions
Okay.
we've experienced
Just
over
one
the
mortal on
event
your
so far.
random dude.
It has been absolutely wild
Okay.
from an explosion standpoint.
I'm also going to have him cast the Horror.
Not
Try
only
and make
explosive
your,
games of 40k,
your
but also
birds afraid.
explosions
You have 1
in
CP,
games
right?
of 40k.
No.
Oh, okay. Goes off on a 10. This would make them the -2 leadership.
is my Farseer in range? Is that from the same guy?
Same dude.
It's my last.
Okay.
Nope.
So your Swooping Hawks are horrified. And my Hive Tyrant here is going to try and cast Onslaught since you're out of denies now. So these guys can charge now. And we'll just put that next to him as a reminder. And he'll try and smite. This is my 1, 2, 3rd smite. So I
Just
need
put a link
7
to
cast.
that event in chat there.
We cast it on a 10. You take 3 mortals.
Where's this going to?
This guy. So right there.
3 mortals?
Yes, sir. And you don't make me fight last unless you charge, right?
Correct.
Okay. And I need to put the fact that I put the banner up over here, of course. And these guys did not banner because I am bad at the game. But that just is what it is. They couldn't have made it without
Not
advancing
advanced
anyway.
anyway, yeah.
So that's fine. I should have done that imperative, but oh well. So, shooting.
You had just 1 banner at the beginning of the turn?
Yeah, because you took that one down.
Yeah.
So I've scored 2 whole points for banners so far. All right. So
And you've already got Strangle.
Yeah. The most impactful thing I think is going to be stopping your while we stands.
Be the one while we stand?
Yes, but yes, your last while we stand. So I think the Warriors are going to shoot at your Hawks.
Okay.
Yeah. We have killed one of our Venom
So June
cannons.
25th, I'll
So
also
only
be
2
covering the
Venom
Webway
cannons are
Games
shooting at
events.
Max Blast. And you have no CP?
That's going to
I
be
just wanted to make sure I wasn't
end
denying
of this
you.
month as well.
So we are hitting on 2s, rolling 1s. Oh no, we're not. We're hitting on 3s.
right,
That was a
you
2
were
that
out
missed.
of,
And we
out
also
of
have
buffer.
to
So we're just hitting
start
on
getting
3s
prepared
because of
for a T5S2 Invitational. The current T5S2 season is ending end of June. And although we haven't locked down the schedule for the new Invitational, because we're probably going to be changing up how the Invitational stages run, that will be run probably in July as well. So actually a lot of streaming coming for the channel, which is exciting.
Army effects. I think he is in range to shoot your one idiot. Is he within 36? I don't know.
Excuse me.
In range to that idiot. He's out. Can you check range to the more forward idiot? He's there.
Okay.
So he's shooting his random venom cannon there. Reroll ones to hit, definitely through a forest. One and one random reroll. Nope. And I should have rolled over here. Twos. One whole save on a venom cannon on those dudes.
Okay.
So one random dude from your 6 man is gone. Other dude is going to go on to your Hawks, I think, this guy.
Okay.
And he's the guy who did get all the buffs, wherever the hell
Oh, how
they
much
went.
damage did this guy take?
Oh, just
Was it 1 or
the
2?
one that you failed was 1. You have a
One?
5 Philippine,
Yeah.
right? He's back alive. All right, well, we're going to shoot some 4 damage stuff at him. Now,
Where did I put him?
from the guy who did get all the buffs. So he's hitting on 2s, rolling 1s. Just kidding, he's fine. 2s make you take your invulns, 4 damage each. Okay, one.
Would I cover in RTTs or smaller events? Probably not. Yeah, it's a lot of time for travel and setup for a 1-day event, and I guess the level of play at RTTs, there's a lot less on the line, so people tend to play less serious stuff, and the games aren't always the greatest games, I guess. Which sounds mean, but it is what it is. I do also enjoy playing in RTT, so I'm much more likely to attend an RTT to participate rather than stream it. But it takes a couple hours to set up and take down the whole setup, so it would be a lot for just 3 games, unfortunately.
And now it's Harpy o'clock. I think everything from the Harpy is going to go into your Swooping Hawks, because I think that's the thing that I don't want to deal with right now.
Yeah, we're on High Fleet
Go
Leviathan
into your Dire
today,
Avengers because they're annoying.
getting especially that transhuman
Swooping Hawks
effect
just blew
on
me
all of the
threes.
synapse
Hit me on-
creatures is
make
a
me
really
save
big
on
deal.
threes. Oh, sorry, he's taking his wound with him. Let's shoot the trash from the Harpy into your solo Dire Avenger to make sure he dies.
Okay.
And let's shoot the good shots from the Harpy into your guys with the 5-up Feel No Pain so that they hopefully don't pass those.
Fair.
So we'll shoot the good shots into them first. So 3s. I'll use the reroll here, because by golly, if 8 shots isn't enough for your XR, it'll be pretty sad. 2s here make you take invulns. So 5 invulns on the Swooping Hawks, 4 damage each. Venom cannons.
All right, there's 4.
Okay. So that plus combat attrition should be problematic. So 1 or bust almost. And the trash cans into the one dude who irks me more than any other elf. Uh-oh. He has 3 wounds, right?
2.
Oh, okay. Maybe. He's got to pass 3 of them.
AP?
AP take 4-ups.
Okay.
Let's zoom in on the only
He
area of the
passes 3 of
table
them!
where action's
What a
actually
shot!
happening over
Okay.
here.
All right. He's a liver.
I'll use this Necron die that somebody left laying around.
Yeah, man. That just seems fitting, right? All right, I think it's charger clock time. So we did make it there with the Warriors, so we can just leave with the Hive Tyrant if we want to, and I think we're going to want to after we kill those Banshees. There's
Is the
2
Harpy
left,
with
right?
Synapse or the Invuln still up? I believe it's the Dermic Harpy that's alive.
I mean, I don't think it really matters. I
The
just
Synapse
want him to
Harpy
come
was
deeper to have to
killed
shoot the Hive
last
Tyrant, I
turn
think.
by the Swooping Hawks and Mortal Wounds.
Well, he doesn't feel no pain, so whatever. Let's charge in with the Tyrant. He's in. I'm okay with where he is. Actually, he's already illegally in combat, so they'll just hang there. The Warriors, now that they can charge, I think the only impactful charge would be to charge these guys.
You are in a forest, so it's
Yeah,
minus
it's very
2.
long charge.
So
It'd probably be an 8.
it's an 8. Yeah.
All right, we'll try. Got things to try. It's a 7.
All right.
So we're the CP, why not? Sure, let's try it. If we make the charge,
Game's
I think
almost
that's-
over. This game's pretty much done, so.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, it's a 9. We're in. So what we'll do is we'll charge and just tap you there. I don't want to, not the far guy. I can't make combat with him. I do just want to see if I can keep the one guy on the objective. So I think I'm going to probably be swinging with.
What'd you get? A 9?
Yeah.
If you can, so you can do that. Oh, keep him on the objective.
Okay. But I'm not coherent.
I don't think you can fit
No, I don't
through.
think I can be coherent if you do that.
No.
So I think I have to go.
Here, you do it.
Yeah, it's okay. I think I have to do here, here, touch here, and just swing with 2. I think that's the only play.
Okay.
I might as well stay on the forest with 1 dude. That doesn't change anything. You have 6 dudes.
5. You killed 1.
5. Okay. I have CP, so I'll give him an extra attack.
Okay.
And you can't
3?
interrupt. What's that?
3 CPs left.
Yes. So 1, 2 dudes swinging, hitting on 3s, exploding 6s to hit. 1 random Leviathan reroll. Okay, that didn't hit, but I got 4 explodes, so 4 extras.
Oh,
And
what a
2s
roll.
make me take your invulns at 2 damage each.
I'm gonna just kill an entire
4,
Dire Avenger
6,
squad
8,
with
10
2
invulns
warriors
at 2
right
damage
here.
each.
Is that about to happen? Seems fine. Everything's fine. Nothing to see here.
There, 2 damage
Oh, that saving throw was awful. Yeah, that's the squad. Jeez. That was with a strat,
I don't
to be
think I
fair.
can
but
coherently
still a lot
touch
of
that other
damage.
guy and stick him in combat. But if I can, please do so.
All right.
Not that that really changes I think, anything. You know what I mean?
think
I
you
don't
can.
think I can stretch and be coherent at 1 inch. Probably not.
No.
No, because he can't move that way because the Banshees are closer.
Yeah.
So I don't think I can make it. It's fine. All right, Hive Tyrant into the Banshees.
All right, time to be reapered.
We'll just roll his big attacks first. Okay, 5 hits.
-1 to hit. Don't forget.
I'll reroll it. I don't know if I rolled 3s or 2s to hit,
Okay.
so we'll just reroll. Okay. I'm gonna keep 5 hits because I didn't roll any 6s the first time.
All right.
That'd be very rude. You made me re-roll into more hits. 2s. I can re-roll 1 of these, so you get 4 mortals after this. I don't know if that kills you outright.
Yeah.
All right. He's gonna burn a
Oh,
CP. Move
even
17
through
inches.
that
I did
save.
pass 3
Yeah,
saves
you did,
though.
You did good on the save, man.
Reaper of Obliterax helping out quite a bit there. Although we did have the 2 Tyrant Talon attacks
17-inch move.
as well on top.
I don't think it really
Kicky
matters.
feet.
I think we're just gonna flex and go over here.
Spend an overrun to push
So strangle,
forward.
alt primary, for grind.
Luke
my
really
tally
here,
is
like, literally just
lot.
styling on his opponent, I think, for the most
It's
part.
only, is it 2? No, 3.
Not
I
only
killed
did
that
he
thing
run that
last
Hive Tyrant away
was
from
fine.
the Tyrant Guard last turn, but now he's
Right.
just running it
So you
directly
get your
into his opponent's
CP.
army.
I hold 1.
No big deal.
CP. Yep, you're getting
Everything's fine.
4 on the primary.
I gotta roll morale for
Oh
them.
my god.
He passes.
Yeah, that's what
They
he
love
needed.
it.
They're so standing. So this is bottom of
All
4,
right.
right?
Yep. I gotta kill these warriors because they're to the last.
No, they're not. I'm not taking to the last.
Okay.
I'm taking fake mental interrogation.
Right. Right.
That's the one you have to deny me. That's my 4th secondary.
He's tough to kill, right?
He's got transhuman, 3 up armor save, 4 up invuln, 12 wounds, and as you can see on the tin, 5+++. So yeah, generally.
I got a better chance of knocking these guys off.
Through Catalyst and the invuln, maybe. But I do have CP
I
still
gotta
for the
kill
-1
that.
damage strat. He does have the invuln. I could transhuman him, but he might be the easiest thing out of those 3 things to kill, yes. Because he has no protection against mortals whatsoever.
Yeah.
Whereas everyone else does.
Yeah, the Flying Hive Tyrants in Leviathan get a floating hit reroll and a floating
That's
hit
a
or
one-way
wound
trip, but he's
reroll.
going for the glory. Bring
going for it.
down.
So especially if they're if they have their Lash Whip and Bone Sword, which you probably should, because it's probably the best weapon loadout for the Flying Hive Tyrant, in my opinion, in my humble opinion. You basically get full rerolls. You can reroll all your 1s, 1 of your 2s, and then 1 of your wounds as well. So the Hive Tyrant becomes extremely consistent. It gets a little silly if you have Maw Claws of Thyrax as well, because that gives you full reroll rolls on top. So you have reroll 1s to hit in Leviathan, 2 floating hit rerolls as well, and then all of your wound rerolls. And that's also the case if you have Voracious Appetite used as well.
I already did.
So is that Castapalooza right there?
What's that?
Castapalooza, right?
Yeah,
Sure,
the
whatever that means.
level of
All your dice
rerolling
are
on those
cast,
guys is a
right?
little bit silly.
I have one
Like, could you imagine
advance.
if a Space Marine captain had that level of rerolls? Like, they used to reroll their own 1s to hit, and that was it. Sometimes you got a hit reroll from like a Master Artisan or something, but
I'm casting
that was pretty
guide.
rare. And Hive Tyrants just have all of that built in. It's pretty
Casting
wild,
character?
honestly.
Yes. So I got a 9.
Who cast that?
This Farseer over here.
I'll let that ride. You can have guys.
Okay. Then he'll cast Fortune.
Yes, sir.
Goes off with an 8.
Is that his last cast?
I'm sorry?
Is that his last cast?
Yes.
I'll try and stop it. I don't stop it.
He's not wounded.
My hive. Oh,
That was
no.
from the
That was
Warlock
from the
before.
dude he was standing next to.
Yeah. Then him. He's going to cast Doom.
Okay. So 6 plus. So 9.
9.
I'll try and stop it. I do stop it. No doom.
Son of a motherless goat. Then he'll cast Smite.
I've never heard that before.
On the harpy. 6 plus.
I'll have to start using that. That's a good
9
one.
is an 8. I'll try and stop it. Here it goes. So harpy takes how many mortals?
2.
Okay, he's down to 11.
Dante killed the Swarm Lord? That doesn't.
Alright.
I guess new Swarm
Green
Lord.
phase.
Yes, sir.
New Swarm Lord's kind of a
We'll
bitch.
start with him, shooting the
I'm gonna be
Harpy.
honest.
Fully guided.
Not even a 3+ invulnerable
Pushing
save. Like, what are you even doing there, bud?
There's 1. And let's get some more.
No, but they are hits. So these will be on 5s.
Yes, sir.
No, so just 2
2
mortals.
mortals. Down from 11 down to 9.
And we'll do the Wave Surfer next.
Yes, sir. Okie dokie. No, 4th hit. So we're 3 3s. I'm a flyer.
Nope. Small guns would have gone into him.
Of course. Given.
Actually, the
Do you have
Warriors.
range? I think you have range to the harpy if you want to keep shooting.
Nah, it's only 18.
Oh, okay.
Is Reaper better than Maw Claws? I think it depends on your opinion. Most people take Reaper because it lets you do... It essentially doubles your damage against 1 wound models, which is a big deal. So it makes them more reliable at killing, like... If you want to fight, like, 10 Kroot or something, that guy will pretty reliably just wipe the entire squad in one swing, whereas Maw Claws doesn't do that. But Maw Claws stacks better, so your damage gets higher against harder targets if you've leveled up Maw Claws appropriately. So I like Maw Claws because I think it's like kind of fun, so I play it. But I don't know if it's necessarily the most hyper optimal. But I think at the end of the day, the difference between the two is relatively minor.
And they are guided, right? I gave that to you?
No, I gave it to the Farseer.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you wanted to fish. So just 4s. Right.
3
and-
misses.
Yep. And 5.
Alright, so 4 saves.
3 3-ups? Or 4 3-ups, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the interesting thing I think about a lot of these lists is that
Well, I
we
can't kill you,
often are
so.
putting Maw Claws on the
you
Foot
gotta fill
Tyrant
the saves.
and Reaper on the Winged Tyrant. And that feels backwards to me. I think you would kind of want Maw Claws on the Winged guy because he has more attacks and can level up his Maw Claws super easy, whereas the Foot Tyrant, you only usually get 1 swing out of the Foot Tyrant, so making it count with the Reaper makes more sense, but kind of is what it is.
Actually, if I go here,
Then the Warriors.
I have nowhere to go.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah,
Might as well shore up my own.
I think that's probably the best spot, honestly. None of them are great.
All right.
So last couple
Charge.
of
I have 2 CP. That's the only charge
swooping
you're gonna make
hawks
this turn.
hiding
So
over
let's
here.
do it, man. Let's Overwatch. Harpy time. We're hitting on
So you're down to
5s.
1 now?
Yeah, but we're hitting on 6s. Oh man, could you imagine if we were Overwatching on 5s? How spicy that would have been. Random reroll, take a save on yeah, 2.
No. How much damage?
4 damage, man.
Down to 2.
You're gonna charge me, and I'm gonna slap you back. You're in, despite his obvious reluctance. He's obviously like, I don't really enjoy this.
All right.
You got 1 wound
3s.
remaining. Yes, sir.
3s and 2s.
Hold on. I woo transhuman with my last CP. That
Okay.
works, right? My transhuman.
think so.
Okay, I do want to do that.
All right. Well, I missed once anyways. So you're out of CP.
mod class come with their own little side quest. I know, it's awesome. You get you play 1 game of 40k and you get 2 games out of it because it's its own little mini game you get to play, which is like super fun.
The harpy.
It brings me back to like the old Warcraft 3 days. If anybody played Warcraft 3, where you play in the RTS, but then you also have like an entire adventuring party worth of characters that you're leveling up and stuff as you're playing a real-time strategy game, which is like always felt super fun. One of my favorite games of all time.
2 damage. He is Dunzo. Alrighty.
All right. You want to get Carol here?
Yeah, we can mop it up.
'Cause I didn't score anything.
Yeah, you didn't get grind.
I don't
Okay,
hold
it
that.
looks like they're just gonna talk it out. The TO did ask players to call her over if they were going to do talkouts, so there's not like any collision or anything, but I think we are pretty sure the Tyranids are going to take this one down. Maxed primary already. Actually on our way to get a relatively big banners score. I think we would probably be looking at a 10 or 11 on banners after the last couple of turns go down, whereas Craft Worlds may hold a 5 on to the last, but unlikely that they're going to be getting many strangleholds. I think Bring It Down, they maybe get 1 or 2 more points, but I think they're about to be tabled for the most part. So, pretty unfortunate that I think the Alpha Strike from Tyranids was too strong, and I think some of it is the level of terrain that we have available in this layout. I think I mentioned at the top, I would have liked to have seen Mike with more units hiding behind this ruin, because I think that was the toughest part the toughest place for the Tyranids to get line of sight to. And we even saw a Warwalker placed back here that basically survived for 2 turns unscathed, because there was nothing really that could get around that once, unless it was like pushing into melee. But I'm not sure that entirely changes the course of the game. I think the roll to go first was really big, especially against all these aircraft. And there's not too much you can do from that. So there you go. I'm going to go ahead and take a look at our other table here, chat. I'll go ahead and throw it back to the players while they wrap up the rest of the game. But I'll report back momentarily.
Okay. Yeah, because your Hawks. I mean, do you want a spicy? Grind wouldn't matter because I got 2 anyway. I was thinking
No,
you could
but
spicy kill
bring
them.
it down.
Oh yeah, you want to shoot the bring it down points on the dude? That's your last thing, right? Does the Carnifex defy you with his last act, his last breath?
Now I roll a bunch of 6s.
And I have no CP.
Really?
I have 2 up saves, so it's gonna be spicy. How many? How many?
He's T8, right? Or T7?
T7. You wouldn't have 5s.
Jesus. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9.
2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. A single 2 up makes me cry. A single 1. Oh, you got him! The man who defied Vaharath couldn't. His minions got revenge on him.
All of 1 for Bring It Down.
Yeah, correct. So you're at 6.
And are you going to try to chase these guys down?
Yeah, there's no reason not to, because I need
You'll
it
kill
for
him with a
grind on
harpy,
turn
it's fine.
5.
Yep.
that? Yeah.
You'll kill him with a harpy.
Or literally whatever. Actually, yeah, it could be anyone, but sure.
So our other table is actually coming right down to it. I think one of the harpies has been removed, and most of the Tyranids are dead, actually. All 3 hammerheads are still surviving for Tau. as well as what looks to be Shadow Sun and their Cold Star commander. But that's about it for Tau. So I think the grand total of combatants on the field are a couple Zone Thropes, the Tyrant Guard unit, and one Harpy versus those 3 Hammerheads and the commanders, which I think gives the advantage to Tau for sure. Those heavy guns are a big deal, but the Tyranids are on the central objectives right now. The game was really close and right down to the wire, so just I think about a grand total of 12 minutes left on the 2 players' clock, so I didn't want to go ahead and ask them how it was going, but I'm sure we'll find out once the score gets submitted. But I think it could be either player in the top 2 here. And I think I would hope it would be Tau. It'd be cool to see some Hammerhead Tau on the table. I do like Hammerheads. I have a soft spot for Hammerheads, Chad, so I apologize if I'm biased. Yeah, 2 Tyranids, 1 Craft Worlds, and a Tau in the top 4. I think mostly to be expected. That's a good breakdown of the sort of top meta game. Maybe a Blood Angels could have squeaked in, an Adeptus Sororitas, but I actually didn't think we had any Adeptus Sororitas, or we had 1 on day 1 that didn't come back for day 2. I think it went 1 and 2, if I remember correctly, so unfortunate there. But a lot of Knights coming out of the woodwork. I think we had 3 Chaos Knights, 2 Imperial, and they're doing pretty well so far. But not too surprising that we have mostly Tyranids and Eldar and a little smattering of Tau in the top 4.
1705.
Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes weird stuff happens with the pins.
Yeah.
Well played,
Hey,
man.
Carol. I just need you to submit.
Looks like we are
this.
submitting our
It's,
scores for the
31.98.
players here. So we're going to go ahead and move to a break here, chat. Thanks, everyone, for hanging out. I believe that we are on a lunch break, so the next round should be available in about an hour. So about 2 p.m. U.S. Eastern Time is when the next game is going to be ready to go. So I'll keep the stream going, and you can come back and hang out with me as we watch the finals game, and I'll put up the matchup as soon as I know it. So thanks, everyone, for watching, and we'll be back with the finals up next. See you then.